talking fine, and then suddenly just like be like, "Oh, I need to mention this thing again."
Yes, we have started the thing in Bebop that we were doing. Did I properly save? Which one are we doing?
Hopefully. What did you do last time when I quit?
Um, we were in the library.
Okay.
What routes are we taking?
Probably the route that I remember and not the one that I have no memory of at all.
Okay, so probably this one. I think.
Okay. So, before we do anything, so that I don't freak out again,
Uh-huh.
do you want to voice any of these characters?
Sure.
As long as it's not the blonde one. Other than that, we're good.
It's
So you
always...
can go ahead.
So what are the names?
Okay,
Do you want to do it? Because you have the mouse on the screen.
okay. This one is Razzle, which is the blonde one. The pink one is Sorami. And then the black-haired one is Lilith. And
Right.
that's as far as you need to know for now.
Yep.
And which one
There
would
are
you want?
others, but
Is there any preference?
I guess I'll be the black-haired one.
Okay.
okay. I have read this. I remember reading this.
Okay. I want to see if I click skip. Okay, it doesn't do it.
Just warning, my eyes are killing me right now, and because the words are so small.
Yeah, you're just not reading anything at this point. So Lilith says, and in that world of pure black and wouldn't need intelligence more that could devour each other in the mutual path of destruction. Jump to unread part. Sorry, me.
No one says jump on it. Doesn't that contradict the Bible or something? Not that I actually read it. That's me! I didn't read it!
I don't think anyone has, unless you're my mom.
Or my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Bible is a tool to read the gray world as close to white as possible. Of course, it doesn't advertise the truth as if it did, but people would just grow content with remaining in black. Forgot how much my mouth waters.
Well, to sum it up perfectly correct, I can't see that word. World cannot possibly exist. From what I've heard, it seems that Oshiba either doesn't understand or refuses to admit it. Either way, we learn one thing at least.
Am I set to
Yes, or
Learned what?
That he's most likely gonna use future related attacks on you in a fight.
It's not too much of a stretch to assume given the God damn it. Result was undoubtedly grounded in the future. What do you think? What do you think about exactly?
Predicting the future comes to mind first. Even sensing a few seconds ahead could change the outcome of a battle.
You could encounter all the attacks quite easily if you could do that.
What about defining the future by launching an attack that cannot be dodged?
Oh shoot! I just have you ever played Pokemon?
Once.
You know,
No.
oh, so like there's an attack called Future Sight that Alakazam has, and
Oh yeah, I know that.
it's undodgeable, and you have to wait like 3 turns for it to work. Basically that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You're gonna be Stormy now? Okay.
You told me to be Sorame.
Reversing. Yeah, I can't read.
Casualties.
Casualty, I'm sorry, basically rewriting the physical laws, he might be able to define the future of an attack. Hitting the target before launching it. You couldn't dodge it because the future would already be decided.
Well, there's nothing we could do against that.
Not necessarily. These future-related powers are usually still quite heavily affected by the flow of time. For example, if you could predict the future, it would probably be nothing more than 3 minutes or so.
It's unlikely you could launch future defining attacks one after the other, as they require huge amounts of fizzing with reality.
It shouldn't have been easier to find the future. You'd have to first eliminate all of the possible outcomes and adjust reality so that one you wish for would end up as the only one possible somehow.
I'd imagine one couldn't calculate anything for a while as a side effect from handling reality that much, well, one attack every few minutes should be the best he could do.
Either way, it's not an ability to be taken lightly. What if it's guardian angel, or is it a demon? ...
Yes, many, many ...
And two exchanged glances and after a moment of silence, Lilith finally looked back at me somehow awkwardly.
Oh. Yeah, we tried looking into it. We tried, but...
Oh, you finished.
We couldn't find any. It appears Oshiba Hagini has not brought any angels or demons with himself to the pilgrimages.
Is there any past proceedings for this?
No, not a single one. And what does it say?
Where are we?
And pilgrimages are all recorded.
So normally we should be able to find out right away, but...
Guardian angels, or demons, that overlook men on their pilgrimage all left their names in the annals of history. Most of the powers have already been unveiled countless times throughout the eras. And those that were good with fire, those who were good with water, you could predict the nature of most of the reason to live. Just for such a basic information, which made it easy to come up with various countermeasures to their possible attacks. Not all would-be countermeasures were guaranteed to be effective, but that was another story.
It's weird, I tell you. The guy's literally unknown. We don't even know what world he comes from.
Lilith proceeded to let out a frustrated sigh. Everyone in Pandora, including Sormi and myself, were taken here for a different world. Sormi seems to have amnesia, but judging from her knowledge, one could predict that she came from one of the master worlds. Her common sense was just like, or rather even more well-adjusted than ours. She's perfectly a normal girl. By the way, there is something I would like to know. If we topple Oshiba Hagane in the second stratum...
Yeah.
Okay. What happened to Oshiba Hagane in Pandora? Will he die? Vanish? Would it turn out he wasn't here from the start? Lilith gave me a disturbed glance.
Nothing, it's just He's like a. Oh my god,
Re-
I can't even read it so small.
I feel like it says uh, Restigeist. Is that what it says?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
I'll be
too.
back doing
Okay.
a stalking thing real quick.
All right. Cool. So your stalking thing.
Versiclized now, right? He can think you can communicate with him, but he won't ever advance in time.
Advance in time. I'm supposed to do your
The
line.
last muhahah you met today is a copy of the computer program. He has completed like the Oshpahagane just before he went to the MIA on his pilgrimage. He thinks he's exactly the same, but he won't advance in time, won't grow up. He's just a record. In the video game lingo, he's kind of like a save file of the original.
And even unloaded, he'd spend eternally within the peaceful walls of this academy. He would never advance, he would never grow up. What about me? Do I have to save myself too before starting the pilgrimage thing?
You can choose whichever option you want. Either leave the proof of your existence behind in here, or let it disappear forever.
We only record students before the pilgrimage because there are some angels that just can't help wanting to do it. But if you don't want it, you don't need to go along with them.
I'll think about it. That's probably an exception to the common sense of the
It's very enjoyable that you're doing Sarma's voice.
Is it because you have less voices to do?
No, just because I think it's funny.
Okay. That's fine. It's probably an exception to the common sense of the rule. It might be because of a few circumstances in my past, but I could see the point of preserving myself like that. When I was consumable, I didn't mind vanishing without a trace after being used up properly.
Either way, you sure learned a lot just from a single conversation. Good job, Sir Dormy.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Let's have you two work on separate things for tomorrow. Dormy, you can try approaching Oshiba Hagane one more time if you think the situation calls for it. We can erase his memories of today.
Let's save.
I sound so bad.
I messaged you say do the honey voice.
Huh?
No fair. Oh, it's all right. I feel bad for him, but bad for if I made you do something like that, anyways. Sorumi gave Lilith the affectionate smile. I doubt Oshiba Hagane would care much about forgetting the past, though.
And we'll have you do some battle training. Tsutsuna, I'm sure Astaroth will lend us one or two magic items that can bend the future or something.
Whether we were predicting the future or defining it, it wouldn't hurt to come up with a good countermeasure for either. We were basing it on the conjecture at best, but I'd say it was pretty significant. We could at least begin considering countermeasures to the whole thing. No, it would be nothing short of comedy if we totally missed up the mark. Acknowledged.
Any other questions? I do accents, not voices. We tried voices and I failed.
No, I laughed because of the face. It's like just like the threatening voice. The threatening face was like, any other questions?
I can't be threatening with her.
Are you sure?
You want to hear Swiss German threatening?
Yes.
It'll happen one day.
Alright. I exchanged glances with Sormi, and then we shook our heads in unison.
Then that's gonna be all for today. You can enjoy your free time until evening.
Oh shoot. Okay, I'm good. And with that, I was left with nothing to do. She told me to enjoy the free time, but I didn't have anything to do in the particular.
But it is. Let's continue the game.
Whenever I stop a game in the middle, I don't feel like continuing. How about we play another match from the start?
She was probably losing.
It probably was losing. I don't mind, but I'll go all out this time.
Savage.
You are not gonna use that again.
What was the person's name? The commander, or what was she? The warden.
She was like the commander of all the Nazis and stuff.
Can you do the warden voice? No? Okay.
Me?
Ruby, make Ruby face.
The warden from Nambaka?
Yeah.
I would try, but my throat is so sore right now that I'm scared I'll lose my voice even more.
Okay, it's fine then. Razzle's face.
Hundreds of my spies shall lead the empire to utter destruction from within.
It's this is so you.
That expression. I want that to be my icon. Forget this thing.
Here you go.
FN print screen. Print screen. Okay, there we go.
Did it work?
Yes.
Okay.
Do your worst.
Lilith and Razzle seemed to return back to their game, but there wasn't much interesting in it. And we couldn't figure out what to do until dinner. Sitting in a place, doing nothing, was the best I could come up with in the end. What do we do? What do we do? What's wrong? I was thinking about dinner, not what would be a good time to go shopping for ingredients, that's all. Oh, I see. But when I thought about it, I realized I had no idea where they sell items here. I wonder where they deal with distribution of goods in this place. They might as well have conjured them from magical energies here. I murmured to myself, absent-mindedly looking at the two play their game. Lilith, can you give me a minute?
Oh yeah. My peerless managing of finances shall make your... the hell?
Rat snout spies.
Spies tremble in terror. You said something?
Oh, she was talking to Russell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd like to buy some ingredients for dinner. Whither shall I go find them? Lilith proceeded to groan and moan.
Oh, it's Camel.
It's Camel.
I think it's best if you just ask Kamel. It's kind of complicated.
Complicated? What was so complicated about buying groceries?
Have you
Allow
the
me
energy to go to the
bestow
store?
my thanks upon you. Your secret technology shall help make my country prosper.
That sounds so German.
It is German. She's German.
Yes.
Haven't we figured this out?
It's like, this will help my technology prosper.
Your secret technology shall help my country prosper.
You do that part for me, because I'm scared to do
You
it with my
want me
throat
to do
like
it
this.
for you?
Yes, please.
No!
I don't know how I felt about that one. Okay.
Uh,
No!
well, I wasn't.
No!
There you
The
go.
blood, sweat, and tears of my poor citizen!
Yes!
Look how happy Rebel is right now. Oh, frick. Okay, you did what? This kind of blah blah blah. I shall reward you with as much gold as you can carry. It's your turn next. Matsahari, plunge, plunge the English Empire to the depths of terror.
Russell's passionate narration certainly painted one surreal image. Mr. Kemal, but isn't he like an important guy or something? Definitely one of the most influential people in Pandora right now. Cough, cough. Michael, Gabriel, Ralph, Uriel, and Sandalophone. With them not around, it made Caramel the leader of I called him Caramel.
Caramel.
Of the angels.
Just call him Camel like I do.
Okay, I'll call him Camel.
The way you said it like that.
The angels of destruction, commandments of the light side of Pandora right now.
I wonder who's gonna get to play Anti-Lilith.
What?
Because that comes up later as Anti-Lilith.
Spoilers. You want to take?
Oh, I know what happens in every ending.
I know you want to take Lilith, anti-Lilith, since she took your Lilith.
Sure.
Okay.
What's Anti-Lilith should sound like? I don't know. I don't know what Anti-Lilith sounds like.
Or how about you take Lilith and then she takes anti-Lilith when the time gets there?
It'll take a long time.
All right then. Well, you get to rest. As the 12 incarnations of the might of God, he used to guard the gates of heaven together with the 12,000 of his subordinates. He probably escaped the divine calamity in time because he was close to the exit when it suddenly occurred.
Oh yeah, that calamity. Who else knows what caused that?
Cough, cough. Mr. Camel, are you inside?
Go, Lucio.
Is this Kugutsu Sorami? It's open, come in. Excuse me then. In the gaze of many students that sat at the table concentrated on us, startled by this sudden occurrence, Sorami took a step backwards and hit her head against my chest. A faint aroma of flowers caressed my nostrils. Sorami turned her head back, and looked at me straight into my eye. Oi. No. It's angry. I should
Don't
What's
the
your
baby
dog's
know?
name?
I'm gonna close the windows because my dog screams when the windows are open.
Oh my god, will you just play Overwatch, woman?
Alright.
I feel like she's stalking me. I
Probably.
know she's not, but I feel like she is.
She might be, you don't know. You don't know me.
You're on the stream now. And...
Sorry we turned her. Okay, I think I have to close the windows.
I didn't get an answer to that.
This is one of my favorite streams.
Those are the best streams because you get to hear my accent go from American to slowly transitioning to just
What
flat
a
out
plot
my
twist.
normal
They were all
accent.
closed.
Because I have a French and German accent. I just cover it. We lose that when I try to do accents.
You're the reason why it's like my most favorite right now.
What is going
Thank
on?
you. I am greatest.
You are awesome. You're amazing.
What did I what did I walk into?
Things are happening. I'm getting complimented, and that doesn't happen very often.
It should happen more.
Except by you.
Yes, because I don't matter.
I meant by you, because I was talking to you.
Exactly, except me.
You as in you.
Exactly, me.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
You actually seen the other streams?
What?
Like, the other streams that we've done, has she actually watched them?
I
I
don't
haven't
know.
seen them because I've been sick. And
They're just very fun.
After this, I'll watch them.
Hello.
They are each 3 hours long.
Yes, they are.
I mean, I watched streams that are written by Dead by Daylight for like almost 4 hours.
Yeah, you should watch them. Especially the first one and
The
I
mic
want to
one.
say third or second. No, the third or second, because then you get to hear who I keep talking about.
You get to see who she's talking about.
My voice sounds so deep. Oh my god.
Is it? Is it?
It sounds like it.
Are you looking at the stream right now? Okay. Sarmi turned her head back and looked straight into my eyes. Her cheeks suddenly flushed, and she jumped back away from me as if from fire. Sorry. Do not worry about it. Playing with her fingers, she stole one glance at my face, then another. She seemed oddly disappointed. What on earth could have caused that? Yes, what on earth could have caused that?
I don't know why, but my brain was like, did she steal a finger?
What?
Because my brain is not all the way here, and I thought it said that she stole a finger.
Okay.
I messed up in the head. I'm sorry.
What was
Oh,
going on?
we all are.
What was going on, not Angela?
Nothing.
Okay, I feel like you were gonna say something, and you were rudely interrupted.
Sorry.
I good.
Okay. I take my eyes off of you humans for a second, and you start performing rom-com routines. I'll have to know that illicit sexual relations are a mortal sin.
Oh.
What are you talking about? Oh, so you didn't come here to show off your success at oh my gosh. Copulation? Well, you got serious business then. Come on inside already. In response to other students, probably the Angel's subordinates left the room. Your coming gave us the opportunity to finally end our meeting. You have my thanks. Cabell left 2 steaming teacups before us on the table and took a sip. What do you mean? I mean, the meeting was pointless. Everyone was just bickering about what to do with no real solution in mind. I thought it would go on forever. Camel sank into his seat and let out a heavy sigh before filling his mouth with tea. Are we in a critical situation? Tokyo Babel is in a perpetual critical situation, girl. We're in the middle of Armageddon 24/7 here. Do the angels and demons long for their lost homes like humans do? Sure we do. Both angels and demons have determined their homelands for centuries.
Pretended.
Is that... what did I say?
Determined twice.
I thought it was determined. Most of us are much more attached to them than you humans ever were to yours. It wasn't a particularly unexpected answer, after all. They spent over 2,000 years in a reclusive abode. The few times they descended on Earth, notwithstanding. So, most angels and demons are anxious, homesick. Quite pitiful if you ask me. Though, I might even find it hard to relax in this place. What about Lilith and Rezel? They are the exception to the rule. Razzle spent her centuries wandering parallel worlds, and so did Lilith. I see. Having a home is important, I guess.
Razzle didn't like doing that.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
You heard nothing? You heard nothing.
I heard the nothing. Her mind seemed to wander off. She lost her homeland long with her memories. Hopefully she would remember it soon too. Tell me about it. So, what did you two come here for? We do not know where we should go to buy things. Buy things? You mean like indulgences? God doesn't care much about them. Forget it. Stormy couldn't contain her laughter, boosted further by Camel's dead serious stern look. That's not what I meant. I was talking about food, ingredients, groceries. Oh. Camel broke our gaze to consider the wall, slightly flustered. We heard it was complicated or something. It indeed is a bit complicated, but why didn't you ask Lilith about it? She was doing it all the time. ... Are we... Fuck. It's all you.
Oh.
Yes.
Hold on.
That was your line.
Sorry, it went off. I'm sorry, I was trying to reply real quick. For being on the phone. Oh yeah! Internet is in the bag. I finally caught up.
So you finally decided to enter the spaceship development race. I see. I suppose I shall destroy this aluminium mining complex as heartily rival, I guess. Gesture.
Oh, she is pure evil. It's hilarious.
Please don't do it! Damn. Where are my workers?
I guess I'll destroy the bridge connecting your mining facilities as well for good measure. I surmise that I shall put you a couple of turns behind again.
You devil incarnate!
Lily forced the words come through her gritted teeth, burning in frustration. But Razzle only snickered in response to her friend's misfortune. Can't someone give her a mirror? You tell him, Camel.
What are you doing here, I almost called
Camel.
Caramel. I know.
Caramel.
Camel.
He's
We
everything.
got caramel, we got camel, we got all the ways.
Did you tell these two how to buy groceries yet?
Dat. With- Without a second hesitation, Camel wrapped his arms around Lilith's neck and proceeded to choke her. He had no qualms about going straight for the carotid artery. Why don't you tell them? Comprehend? Eh?
Yes, I comprehend. This is a very good girl.
Good.
Oh, she's crying!
Well, I came all this way. Might as well see it to the end.
Wait a second.
What is it, Razzle? You know, I'd appreciate if you stopped the game and...
Don't worry about it. It's over already.
Oh my gosh. A spaceship soared through the depths of space towards a digital representation of Alpha
Look at
Centauri.
Lilith! Look at her!
Huh? What? Razzle?
I hate to break it to you, but it appears the I took this game from us. I guess I spent too much of my time screwing around with you.
And I just got internet.
It's funny because that's you.
It seems the other countries already had future technology by then.
With those words, Razzle pulled the plug of the console.
Just unplugs the thing.
Mm-hmm. Great. I'm glad we finally reached a happy ending. Let's go.
Just play friggin' Overwatch, woman!
And taking Lilith by the collar, Camo proceeded towards the door.
One more turn!
The game was already over, Lilith.
Poor Lilith. She's being beat by this innocent angel.
Innocent angel. In quotation marks.
Yes.
Quotation mark. Camel released Lilith from the iron grip as we reached the heavy-looking doors at the end of the corridor. Go ahead.
Alright. First we open these doors. It's a bit of a toughie. So you need to twist your wrist a bit and... Oh!
Squatting down on the floor, Lilith shuddered in pain. What the heavens are you doing? Camel looked over at Lilith with amused bewilderment.
And then after collecting ourselves, we open the door. Here you go.
The door opens. We promptly follow Lilith through them. So what's the point of that?
Is this Anti-Lilith?
Is it?
I don't remember.
Whoa.
I fell asleep during that bit.
What is this place? There was a giant spear-shaped object in the middle of the room. Its walls glow with faint blue. It can only be called them walls. That is. I could spot the continuous contorts rippling, as if they were made of water. Curious. I reached out and touched it, and it met me with a jelly-like creamy sensation. I don't know if we should call this thing beautiful or creepy. Looks like something you'd expect from a fantasy movie.
Either that we can transform into magic energies flowing all around us here. Also known as aqua...
Vitae.
Vitae.
Yes. The water of life.
Yep, she can
And
speak
this
Latin
thing...
too.
And this thing in the middle here is a pure concentrated ball of magic. It is not affected by any of the 4 basic elements, so we can shape it any way we want.
With that, Lilith stuck her hand in the thing, grasping a piece of it. The way it was gobbled reminded me of jelly again.
Melon.
The moment she uttered the words, the aqua vitae in her hand shimmered in light and changed into a melon.
I wasn't
That's
there
it.
to tell you how you were saying it wrong, darn it.
I know. I know I said it wrong. Did you say that's it?
Yeah.
Sormi regarded the melon with bafflement on her face for a while. Eventually she carefully reached her finger and poked at it, then leaned forward and smelled it. Amazing! Can you make anything like with this?
You should be able to make the most of what you can imagine. No, it's not the most, it's just most, but
What about animals? You can't create animals, but you can make their hollow shapes. There is one other factor that's missing from this thing. You instill an inanimate object with life. Life, huh? Oh, wait.
Go ahead and try it yourself.
Yeah, here goes nothing. Sormi carefully stuck both her hands in the wobbly wall and scooped out some agua Aqua. Vite.
Aqua.
Aqua. What the fuck am I saying?
Aqua.
What's wrong with me?
I literally just told you how to say it.
I know. That's why
It is written on Mercy's bag.
I legit.
In the wiki. That is what it says on her bag.
Aqua. And then Vide. Or
Lord.
Vita. Vide.
Lord.
I don't know anything. Say it. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Vite. It's Vite.
I know it's Vite, but for some reason
Latin.
I can't say it for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You just said it.
I know. It's funny because I say it all the time in my science class, but I can't say it here. Wow, it's like jelly or maybe ice cream. Quite the weird sensation. She seemed to be enjoying herself.
Oh, you enjoy yourself, Stormy.
Imagine the ingredients necessary for tonight's dinner and call out their...
I didn't know why, but looking at the excitement Sormy and smirking Lilith filled my heart with some kind of bad premonition. Oh no.
I don't have a good feeling about this.
Yeah.
Mostly because Lilith has bad expression. That's why.
The two angels seemed to feel the same way and took a step away from the Sormy. I called the Sormy.
From the Sormy. Take a step away from the Sormy, everyone. Take a step away.
Right, ingredients. Setsuna, what would you like to eat today? Well, I'm fine with whatever you make, Sormy. We're not lacking in ingredients, so go ahead and follow your own preference. No, I'd appreciate it if it was edible at least. Oh! As long as I found no strange matter in my plate, I'd be fine. Your loss. Okay, first let's, meat. What meat?
That smile.
What meat?
Ostrich.
What?
Taking cue from Sormy's words, the aqua. God damn it.
Let's call it Water of Life.
Water of life shuddered, shimmering in dazzling lights. It grew bigger and bigger. It's a bit heavier than I.
And she's dead.
Yep. Unable to withstand the weight, Sormy lets a growing shape go, falling to the floor on the bottom of the resulting inertia.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Lilith curses a lot. It's really fun. I called it.
Why ostrich meat? I would have
Why
loved.
not?
I would have loved if you could have stopped her then. I see.
Oh, freaking I see. Come on.
Ouch! I didn't know ostrich meat was this heavy, but I guess this much would surely be enough for it. Sormy noticed two long legs in front of her face. I have a bad feeling about this. Your bad feeling was right on
She's
the...
an ostrich.
Your bad feeling was right on the mark. Jackpot, Sormy. Ah! It's an ostrich! In front of her eyes stood an ostrich, like the one she wished for. Not exactly meat, though.
Jeez, why didn't you ask for meat? It's also a good idea to specify the part you want to, you know.
Is this ostrich dead? The ostrich was standing in place, frozen in time. It looked like very much alive from a glance, but it refused to move one bit.
No, he's not dead. Though he's not exactly...
Lilith extended her right arm. With that, a faded red spear appeared above her palm.
All living beings on Earth have the power to create others of their own species, be it humans, dogs, or
Amoebas.
amoebas. Angels, demons, and God, however, also have the power to create those other than themselves, though.
Dot dot dot. Creator of the species. Complicated. Dark thoughts suddenly gnawed at my heart. I stole a glance at Lilith. But she returned it with an innocent smile. Oh, I'm sorry.
You want to store me? I will. But actually,
It's fine.
sure you say
I forgot I was Sorby. It was a while.
It was a few minutes.
I have short-term memory. I'm not sure if I understand this correctly, but this light life or something.
say Stormy doesn't know how to say it either.
Yep, exactly. If I stuck it inside the ostrich, it would become alive.
Hey, wait! Don't go around creating new life like that.
I won't, don't worry. I just wanted to show it to her. Surmy?
Sormy took the firm glass to Lilith's arm. I had a bad feeling about this.
Eh?
No one pronounces that A. Okay, that's for sure.
A.
I say A. But I
A.
don't think that's A.
Yes.
Never
I
mind.
thought it was A too.
My Canadianness doesn't help me.
It is A, but I'm just not doing it. You know I'm lazy. The reddish spirit got swiftly absorbed in the ostrich's emotionless body.
The hell are you doing, jackass?
Kagutsu Sorami! Long live long live intellectual curiosity! Sorami seems to have gotten high from the situation.
This would happen.
Me too. It seemed to have though little fire suddenly ignited within the ostrich, lifeless eyes. They proceeded to blink once, then twice. Wow! It seems awake now. Hello, Mr. Ostrich!
Oh.
The ostrich considered Sorami's face a few moments, and then, satisfied by what it saw, leaned with its long neck and proceeded to rub its head against her right cheek. What a cutie! Good boy! Or should I say, what do you prefer?
Well, now you've gone and said the second option.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Meowing like a cat itself, the ostrich seems to forget all worries in the
Hey,
world.
You want my cat sounds for this?
Yes. It's funny because the chat said, "Mwah!" In the world, as Sormi rubbed its neck in response.
Did she just housebreak it?
Why is the ostrich meowing? Now I have to speak to the breeding department again.
Wait, Surmy, are you playing to keep this thing?
Eh? I can't? Both the ostrich and Sormi fixed their gaze on Lilith.
Well, if it's the question of can and cannot, then I guess there is no reason why you couldn't, but...
Great, I guess we'll think of a name for you now, buddy. The ostrich replied with a hearty, yeah, exactly.
I came to explain how to get groceries, and before I knew it, I ended up with an ostrich.
God sure works in mysterious ways.
Hi, I'm Angela. I'm the voice of Razzle from Tokyo Babel. Oh yeah, and the ostrich.
Oh my. You're mostly to blame, though. Well, at least both Stormy and the ostrich seem happy with this outcome.
Meow.
Anyway, let's get those groceries already.
Oh yeah, ostrich meat. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Everyone couldn't help but inquire. Even the ostrich had a question. In our unison. Well, at least you're enjoying it, Danielle.
Wait, there's someone watching the stream?
There's no one watching. Shh, shh. It's fine. I can't pronounce name because I suck at names.
I suck
It's
at lying.
Osty. She named it Osty.
Osteoporosis. Tell me, how would you say this?
I'm Danielle.
Okay. And so that's how we ended up with getting a ostrich pet, Osty. So sorry me disappointment. We had to relay him to the breeding department where he was found a home with their animal wrench.
Would you like to buy an ostrich? That sounds like a cat.
Would you like to buy this abomination?
Oh my god.
Feeding it was her job, though. And I suppose we should have left a record of the ostrich. Shabu shabu! And afterwards, it was extraordinarily delicious. What?
They killed the native!
No!
What?
You were just...
Oh my god.
Razzle!
All the cat sounds. Give me a second. Okay. You were delicious.
Razzle, your look is creeping me out, and, could you keep your distance from Osty?
She is creepy. What?
Sklorp!
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
Okay.
Get away from him! Oh, a new scenery.
Oh my gosh, they actually drew something new.
And so came tomorrow. I found myself in the gym, trying to come up with a good way to deal with Oshiba Hagane and his possible future-related attacks.
Are we gonna get to see Razzle fight? Ooh.
Are we?
I don't think so, but...
Okay, dressed in tracksuit with both Lilith and Razzle were with me.
And Lucio.
Sorry.
We can play the game, woman!
Our chat said, ha 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 ha, I could feel my tummy hurt when you're doing the hee 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 hee. Mm-hmm. It's been a while since my last battle. I won't hold back. And Campbell was also around in full battle combat gear.
Have some combat gear.
You sure you're not overdoing it?
I can't say I'm very happy with the fact that you pulled me out of bed this early in the morning.
Cough, cough. I feel like you do the same.
I wake up at 11.
I know.
Or later.
And I messaged you at 8.
And then I'm like,
Don't say that.
Thank
What?
you that I remembered to turn my ringer off.
Yes. Always keep ringer off, because I will... Yes. There are times I wanted to kick some ass, too, you know. Camel gave us an affectionate smile as he said that. He seemed like an angel. I wouldn't want to get on his bad side. Still, my future opponent, oh shoot, was a complete unknown, so it was necessary to find a strong partner to participate with. And no one can complain about Camel at this point. Anyways, am I supposed to use this? An odd object glowed a faint blue in his hands. It would only describe as the object as, for some reason, it could not quite comprehend what it was, no matter how much I tried. Hey look, they complimented you guys.
Huh?
You guys got a compliment.
What was it?
Well,
Yeah, what was it?
you guys are funny.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah,
That's
the
'cause
name
I'm in a
of
good
this
mood.
thing. Yeah, the name of this thing is. The fuck is that?
Xenophilius.
Xenophilius, your affectionate neighbor, a demon by the name of Gusson, used it in the past. It has properties that can control the future, so it's perfect for our practice.
Oh, that's what we're doing. I thought we were doing basketball.
No.
I thought it was Lucio Ball.
Yeah. Lucio Ball. Oh my. You just gave me the... Okay. Interesting. But kind of creepy at the same time. I can't even tell what this is supposed to be despite having it in my hand.
Wait a second. I got this thing's user manual from the Astronaut. That's a manual?
Everything has a manual. Razzle wrote the manual.
Razzle is the manual. Lilith pulled out a scrap of paper from her pocket.
Maximum effective range of this weapon is about 3 kilometers. In addition, it is possible to adjust its thickness down to 1 micron.
Lord, what was that sound?
What was what sound?
I just heard this really loud. Oh, okay.
It is very easy to use. That is actually pursues the target its wielder regards as hostile, harboring endless probabilities within Xenophilius will keep changing its shape to situation during the fight.
She also talks a lot.
Yes. In other words, you could use this to smash things, right?
Well, I suppose that's the gist of it.
Just wait. Camel proceeded to stretch his muscles in his right hand, the way he completely unnerved me a little. His face. You know what? I want to screenshot that. Can you like screenshot that for me and then send it to me?
Maybe. Let's see. Print screen. Print screen.
Does anyone have a ball I could just throw at his face?
No one. Why will it not print screen?
It doesn't want it.
Alright, it's not working. I clicked it about 50 times.
Oh my gosh. It doesn't want it.
Hold on, wait.
You're gonna print screen.
Let me screenshot this on my phone.
It's fine. Your phone is better. It's easier. Just have to click 2 buttons.
There it goes.
Did it do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
You'll
cut it later.
Yeah. Oh, you want to do it? I might as well take off the thing and Bob on the screen. Let me just...
What? I already took the picture.
Well, like, the people in the stream want to send me the thing and Bob. Well, my Twitter is linked to the thing, so you could probably send it to my Twitter. So, back to whatever we're doing. Then shall we? Don't be shy and come at me with everything. As you wish. Ow! Sorry, it did a really high-pitched noise. I concentrated my energy into my palm and struck my hand into the nothingness around me. Grasping the hilt with my fingers, I pulled my own weapon out. A sword appeared out of thin air. Picati, the sword of the 7 deadly sins!
Yeah, it's alright if you use it, right?
I was looking all over for it for earlier. But whatever. There's little point to letting it collect dust in my place. Better if someone capable uses it, I guess. But, do you know how it works? Well, Lilith did briefly explain it to me. I took a deep breath and let it out. Grasping the hilt of the sword, both hands, I pointed it at my direction, upon it. It's like I just stabbed myself. The chilly sensation on my back of my neck told me that the real battle was about to start. Letting out an air in my lungs, I instantly closed the distance between us. The blade fell where I directed it, crushing Camel's cranium. No Xenophilus caught it before it could reach the target, as if it made of a liquid metal. Its flowing blade coiled around my sword. Camel jerked his arm, and the Picante's sword slid out of his hands. What's wrong? Not gonna catch it? Even before the words could reach me, I was already at full fight towards my weapon. I caught the hilt, glanced downwards. Camel seemed to vacantly stare at me, his arms locked in my chest. A perfect opportunity to try his tricks Lilith taught me. O Avatar of Gluttony, reveal your form before our eyes. A giant beast representing the sin of gluttony manifested out of thin air and lunged at Camel with fearsome roar, or at least it should have. What? The moment the beast appeared, it was skewered by Xenophilus that had morphed into a lance, promptly returning the giant boar back to its nether. Campbell leapt the air and caught the lance with his right hand. Descending, he gave me a bored look. I could tell everything you're planning. Tendo Setsuna, I suppose that's what they call predicting the future. Boredom, still coloring his countenance, he readied his lance, but I couldn't proceed and attack me. And it was obvious why. Being on defense works much in favor of the one who can predict the future. There was no point in lunging at the opponent when you knew how he'd move, where he'd strike. But I couldn't do nothing and stare at him, for we didn't come here to practice our fiery glances. Not a moment of stalemate would probably anger Kamel greatly. I could predict that much of the future myself. What then? Was the course action of present moment? Tendo Setsuna has about 5 seconds in order for my thoughts to analyze the situation, come up with a solution. Predicting the future. Solution number 1. Move speed faster than his predictions can keep up with. It's possibly a little bit of a tall order, but it's a practice after all. I should have tried whatever I could come up with. Have at you! I readied the Picante's sword and lunged towards him at full speed. Putting everything in my single fastest attack, I aimed at his chest. But unsurprisingly it didn't work, for even the fastest of movements could not quite exceed that of Camel's references. Xenofield repelled my attack for almost laughable ease. It then proceeded to transform into a whip, striking my jaw with its jagged metal ball of a tip. I expected a counter, but still my head went blank for a moment. Not caring to pursue, Camo regarded me in silence.
Search at Demon Blade 541 on Twitter.
I may have to go like in a minute because my phone's acting up.
Alright, it's fine. Its speed didn't work, then maybe numbers would. To predict the future, you need build time, comprehension of the future action, come up with a way to counteract. If I launched so many actions, they'd overload Camel's mind. Then, the tables might be turned. Not yet! I unleashed the power of Picante's sword. This sword, sweeping with magical energy, had the power to summon the avatars of the 7 deadly sins, the 7 beasts. Learning to control its power was also part of today's exercise. Beast of Gluttony. Golden Sloth! I summoned the beast again, as well as the molten gold to support it. It was the summoned third, rendering pain assaulted in my heart. While the Picante sword was trembling magical powers, I had to use them for my own catalyst and perform a summoning ritual. While I was busy staggering, Sephel took care of my summons, transformed into a curtain-like object, enveloping them in full sight. Thank you. I had very little magical energy, and it seemed like 2 beasts within my current limit. Trying to summon the third would likely make me lose my mind over my own body. This won't work. I imagine you plan to go with me with a variety of multiple fast attacks, but I could still predict everything you thought or trying. Yeah, I saw it.
Hey, Satuna. Summon at least 5 beasts next time.
Lith, who was safely observing our bouts from the sidelines, ordered me some very useful advice.
I highly doubt he could do that. With the current shock, he'd probably go into full empty by the fourth summon, not to mention that it'd probably kill him too.
He
I
won't
can't
last.
put emotion into her voice. She gets no emotion.
Give 0 Fs. He won't last long until level if he's unable to exceed his limits, and I need to go.
Alright, see you later.
I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, stream.
And then there were 2. Not necessarily magical energy. It's just a small supplement in battle. And what truly matters is the simple strength, technique, decision-making, analytical skills, and most importantly what? I gulped the phlegm down my throat in anticipation of Camel's words. And most importantly, guts! Your will to go on, he declared with such a bang, with such a passion, I could almost see letters of onomatopoeia bang hovering over him. ...
Question mark. Old Lilith voice.
Old Lilith voice?
Question. Old Lilith voice.
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone was at a loss for words. It took me about 10 seconds to comprehend what he had just said. Only guts? Yeah, you don't need anything else.
Are you simple or something? You can't win a fight with only guts.
Lilith bet to take it for, and I had to admit I was on her on this.
Edith, you don't waste your breath. Camel got all crazy about guts ever since he lost his fist fight to Moses.
Oh. Did I hear that right?
Yup, you did.
Shut up! It's nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with how I lost that wrestling nonsense.
Still running from reality, huh?
Camel's face grew as red as his clothes, but eventually it took a deep breath and relaxed. Anyways, guts are very important. You'll never lose anything your average foe as long as you have some. But would you not need a plan first to... What are you talking about? Of course you need a plan. I'm talking about what comes after. It's only guts that can lead you to victory if preparation won't work out. Yeah, I have no mind. Oh, so he wasn't preaching a guts-only approach, thank God. Not to mention, the chorus grows pretty strong past the second stratum. You'll need lots of guts to deal with that. The chorus?
Who knows what the chorus is?
I'm assuming the music, and he's just doing a fourth wall joke. Didn't they tell you? It seems they did not. Camel let out an exasperated sigh, and shot at it an angry look.
It's dinner. I kind of forgot, but I was totally planning to explain it all to him before we sent him off to the second stratum.
Maybe. Of course, you fool. I can't believe you haven't told him anything yet. So, what is this chorus? It's a song. Okay. It's... Sorry.
It's a song.
Yep. You start hearing once you advance past the second stratum. All I'm thinking is, let's drop the beat! A song? And it's a very pleasant song. Maybe calling it a lullaby would make it very this clear. I think I understand the gist of it. Good. Then, anyways, anyone who learned this song for too long has gone mad. It's like a siren song, but probably worse given the circumstances. A song that violated... Oh. The song that violates your mind? Every pilgrim that has returned to Pandora alive described it as such, and every one of them couldn't help but crave to hear it again.
Oh, that kind of makes sense to me.
What?
Something that invades your mind and causes you great pain, but you sure do want to hear it again.
Uh-huh. Cough, cough. M word, M word, M word.
We still have one viewer.
Yes.
It's not her.
What?
Go stalk her Facebook. It's Melanie Petrosian. Go stalk it.
Also follow, what was her name? Maggie?
Yes, follow Maggie on YouTube, the Mercy Main streamer. That's what she sounds like. Exactly what she sounds like.
She just said it's me. Is it? I'm scared.
Oh, lordies.
Oh no. We're gonna die.
Daddy, no, why?
Is this truth? Okay. Wait, you saw the things? Be careful not to get distracted by it during battles past the second stratum. What could be a very pathetic way to go? Yeah, I suppose. They said they're from the Philippines, guys.
What?
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 What? What is this?
What's going on?
Squidward, what?
Squidward, what?
Squidward, what? I is dead. Killed with... What? Okay. She didn't hear. Oh. Well, what they said was that they're from the Philippines.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you didn't hear. I thought you did.
No.
That's weird. Killed when paying attention to a weird song. That's a pretty sad way to go indeed. Everyone who's reached the fourth stratum and beyond ended up bewitched by the chorus, and either went mad or died on the spot. Be careful, alright? And remember, guts! I shall keep that in mind, and I will try to do my best with my guts. A warm smile appeared on Kamel's face in response. Good! Then, let's continue. You can't topple someone that could see 10 seconds in the future without guts, so come at me! I mustered my courage and lunged at Kamel. With no plan in mind, I slashed at his neck with all my might. He dodged, of course, but I knew he would, and threw a kick at the direction he slipped, but he dodged again. Refusing to think about anything else, I continued slashing with my sword, throwing all the techniques I knew at him. Faster, thinking only about going faster, I continued to slash. I gave up on summoning any more beasts, for it would be meaningless at this point. All that was important now was landing a direct hit, however mental. That was all I could remain in my mind. I continued slashing if possessed. His future-reading powers were peerless. I received many counters, and with each I had to reset my pursuit back to 0. Nonetheless... I relentlessly bombarded him, carefully aiming for his vitals. Picking one of the...
I'll be back.
Alright, I'll continue reading your characters.
Have fun with the mercy.
You are... yeah. With absolute swiftness, I'd continue the attack, forgetting to breathe. Not even close. It would seem the slight tension of Kamel's voice, but nonetheless, I still could overcome his future-reading powers. But I was close. I called for one of the deadly sins. O Knight of Lust, you shall be my armor against the condemners of sin. The mirror armor knight shattered in front of Kamel's wing. The countless shimmering shards shattered in the air, reflecting my image straight at him. This moment his movement stopped toppling and through his future seeing, for he was assaulted by countless strikes from numerous images of himself. It was not something he could counter seeing into the future, for among the countless images lurking in him, he could not tell which one was real in the future or not. Got it! A single hit is barely gazed him, much less came close to being a fatal strike.
I'm back.
Good! That was certainly a good one. No. And, I don't know.
What?
Best friends.
What?
Cause like, cause they asked, are you guys dating? And then it says, I was like, or are you best friends?
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't know how to answer that.
You want to hear the most complicated story in the world, person?
Tell them the most complicated story in the world.
Alright. So, I had a girlfriend. And then I proposed to my girlfriend. And then I was my girlfriend's fiance. And we were engaged. And then we broke up. And I still have 0 feelings for her at all, and don't miss her a lot every single goddamn day. Never mind now.
Oh, that's
It
hilarious.
hurts nothing. It hurts nothing.
Here, have this. It is me. Did
Oh yeah, we're friends until I forget about how much I like her. Nothing. Going on the public, so I can't go into too much detail.
The point is, maybe. Good. That was certainly a good one. Camel praised me, a friendly smile on his face.
Hip hip hooray!
I thought that said hippity hoppity hooray.
You want me to be sorry again?
Do you want to be sorry me again?
I don't know. Wait. Congratulations. That's how I say congratulations. Just like that. Just congratulations.
Lilith and Razzle applauded me from below. Oh, thank you. I wasn't used to being praised. It felt kind of embarrassing. I diligently bowed my head to Camel, Lilith, and Razzle to show my appreciation. Alright, I see you finally got the hang of it. I suppose we could set up a quota for now. Hit me another 100 times, and you'll get ready to go pilgriming. Roger. I gave him a smile and nodded. Another 100 strikes. A distressing request indeed, but how am I at least had a goal. I went berserk, stabbing and slashing at him without a second of rest, hoping to outspeed the future seeing of him. I got hit, I got bashed, but gritting my teeth to ensure the terrible pain, I continued my onslaught. So this was the meat, what meant by guts. My mind wandered. And so time passed. You managed to reach 63, but I could see you're at your limit already. Let's continue this tomorrow. Alright. Unable to withstand the exhaustion any longer, I slumped down to the ground like a marionette with its strings cut. My body hurt all over. My skin felt hot, as if on fire, yet my inwards seemed to be freezing to ice. Felt like I fought him for over 24 hours, but it appeared to have still been evening. Either my inner clock was completely off the charts, or there was something wrong with this jib.
Goody, then will be your 5th day. Soromir should be about finished by now too, so I doubt she could find anything new in a single day at this point.
Hold your horses. I can't.
Okay, I'll go get my horses.
Of course you will. Just bring all your horses with you.
Yes, all my horses.
I can't just let him go without fixing him up. Camel was in the middle of coiling a huge bandage around my mantled arm. But that much would easily heal on its own. Well, if we use healing magic, we could fix it in a blink of an eye. But we have rules here. Healing was for the most part not recommended in Pandora. Since the space of this school was based in the world of average humans, it was usually not a good idea to disrupt the usual physics with magical powers. So both...
But mercy.
But mercy. Both Demon's Angel could bear with it, disinfect it, and apply a band-aid or bandage the wound if they got hurt. And though I imagine they bent the rules a little if they got seriously incapacitated. You are good at this. I was kind of impressed, actually. Been doing it a lot.
I don't know what to think of an angel who's been bandaging a lot, frankly.
Leave me alone. I get it. Camel proceeded to wrap the bandage around my arm in silence until... Sorry. For what? For the things. We're pushing you to responsibility on you humans. I am no position to talk for others, but you need not to mind me. He shook his head, a gentle smile on his face. I'm not worrying over you. It's just that this is our angel and demon problems. It's just who could get hurt in the process. He seemed very heavy sigh. He seemed to be a man of honor, and with the overly developed sense of responsibility. I had to tell him that it was all right, that I would be glad to lay my life down if it served a purpose. But all I could do was silently gaze at how Camel's bandaged my arm. I did not know why I did not open my mouth. Maybe there was no reason.
Oh, new ship.
Sorry, I was just randomly thinking of Lucio slash McCrick.
Oh, yes.
Oh man. This should be fine. I bowed my head to him. Thank you. Don't worry about it. See you around. And so he was off. Well, I better start thinking about how to catch up to him tomorrow. Unless I die before the end of the week.
Oh shit, I forgot to make our pilgrimage plans for Azeroth. Randall, could you come with me?
We have 2 viewers on Periscope. There we go. 1 viewer now. It's 1 viewer now. It's probably the same viewer that was watching us the whole time.
Alright. So, Zeno, can you catch Stormy and take her back to our place?
Roger. We split after...
Oh, by the way, viewer who's like really confused, that's what Lilith's voice used to sound like in the old streams.
Yes.
Because I can't do normal voices, so accents, they're fun.
Yes. We split after leaving the gym. Now, where could Stormy be? Oh, here. Hey, Setsune! Hopping in the air like a rabbit. To catch my attention, Stormy approached me. Well, she does have the rabbit twin tails thing.
She does.
How was it? I can't say I found anything new. Stormy gave me an apologetic look, which made me notice the bandage around my arm and narrowed her eyes. Are you alright? You seem hurt. Yes, but nothing severe. It will heal up by the evening. I see. Thank goodness.
Freaking IC!
What?
Freaking IC.
You're triggered.
I'm triggered!
You like red. Red is good. Red is death. Red is murder. What?
Murder is fine.
We got sidetracked.
Oh, we always get sidetracked. That's why these streams are fun, because we get sidetracked.
This is the absolute marvelous. Ones just don't look right on you. Is that a good thing or bad? A good thing, of course. I mean, it's as you have an air of invincibility around you. Invincibility, huh? Oh, you don't believe me? I cannot. The world is full of mind-boggling monstrosities, and I can hardly contend with. Yeah, I could see where you're coming from, but, you know, you have to be invincible nonetheless. Why? Stormy stole a glance in my eyes, and then let out a jovial snicker. Oh my. It's a secret.
Why does everyone want to date Setsune?
I don't know.
Why? Everyone wants to date Setsune.
Everyone is Setsune. That's the secret. It's been 1 hour and 30 minutes. Almost. She then proceeded to walk down the corridor. I could suppress my smile from the appearing in the face, but it was about to follow after her. Question mark. And suddenly a chill abruptly drilled through me. I fainted a counter. A kind of miracle man seldom ever experiences. I may have my head in the clouds at times, but even I could... Oh, it's her. I may have my head in the clouds, but even I, Kugutsu Sorumi, could comprehend the sheer improbability of force like fate, miraculously guiding people to each other. Is it Gretel? Is it Gethel? Is it Gethel? I feel like it's Gethel. Labeling everything in the work of fate was akin of entrusting all aspects of life to God, or rather the whimsy of invincibility unknown being. Take my meeting with Tendo Setsuna, Lilith, and Razzle, for example. While the encounter may have bordered on the miraculous, that truly encountered as such a fact that it could have been in the right place at the right time. Our meeting itself was inevitable. Had I not ran all across the campus in panic, I would have never been rescued. Had someone else been in my place, they would have been saved just the same. In other words, the meeting could hardly be labeled fated encounter. It was anything but. And my line of thinking went a bit like this. Such an encounter would only occur once in a person's life. A fading encounter with a person would entice you to in mere seconds. Someone to kindle flame in your heart, someone you could readily yield yourself to. Or perhaps a rival, a person who could set your wrath ablaze in mere seconds. Someone to fuel your animosity, someone you could never find common ground with. On that day, fate would grant such an encounter not to Kigutsu Sormi, but rather... Oh, damn. Adam. Hey, it's a random boy. Hey!
Oh, it's Adam and a girl.
What was his voice? What was his voice?
I don't remember.
All I know is she's Widowmaker.
No, she's not. Curse you.
She is Widowmaker.
Can she be just French?
Okay, she is just French. To Tendo Sensune. The man's eyes shot straight ahead, brimming with confidence. A young woman trailed behind him, with downcast gaze, occasionally stealing a look or two with her compassion. I felt overwhelmed by their very presence, though not due to their prior meeting with Gretel's dreamscape. Quite the opposite, in fact. Those two were nothing like their counterparts in my dream. It felt almost like comparing fool's gold to the real thing, or gazing into a glitter of scientifically created synthetic diamond. The difference between the insect that crawls up onto the earth and the falcon soaring in the sky. Oh, that's Adam and Eve. I should have got that sooner.
Yeah, Adam.
Yes, and technically Lilith is Eve number 1, and then that's Eve number 2. That was created again. Everything is weird. Adam and Eve, they were beings far beyond my comprehension and such I could understand. Oh no.
Give me a second, I'm Googling French people because if I don't, it's gonna sound exactly like Rebel.
It's fine. I suddenly gulped. Is this Setsune or Sorby?
I don't know.
I'll just keep doing Sorby. My entire being was assaulted by the rare feeling unrested by observed the pair making their way down the hallway. Despite my heart rate remaining unaffected, it was like almost entirely impossible to shake off the waves of the uneasy creeping up on me. Displaying one's reason to live proved essential in life in Tokyo Babel. One could need the proper articulate to sculpt their longing into words. Otherwise, it was doomed to fail. Yet a man before me was different. He simply existed, and yet the fact alone he was asserted his very own being. He was reason of being, given flesh. It was Adam. Question mark. How does Cloud sound like? So, all of you are friends only. I never met someone of you guys. I hope some of you can tweet me. Okay. Yes. Adam glanced in my direction. I don't know. I feel like it's Setsune. Or maybe not. Adam glanced in my direction, stepped petrified as he sized me up with a color escape. I feel like it might be Setsune. Okay, what was his voice before? Because I legit don't remember.
I don't know.
You don't know? I feel like I gave him the coolest voice ever, and I just don't remember what it was. Pardon me, but have we met somewhere before? Adam opened with those words, to which he replied by shaking his head. I never met him before. Oh, that's hilarious. Thank you. I've only heard of him. I see. My name is Adam. Who do I owe the pleasure to? Setsuna Tendo. Tendo Setsuna. Adam's expression shifted, a genuine surprise upon hearing my name. So you did know of me. I see. We have yet to meet face to face. It would appear that way. Nonetheless, I'm confident we could have eventually run into each other somewhere in Tokyo. As enemies, Adam knitted his brows. What reason would we have to antagonize each other exactly? None, but I couldn't help but want to have one. None, I think. Get in my way, though, and having stay in my hand. That's the only rule we ought to operate by. Do you not agree? I do. Then, we have nothing to discuss. Seemingly having lost interest in me, Adam proceeded to direct his gaze at Eve. He stayed aside the hallway a short distance behind him, possibly in effort not to stand out. Let's go. Are you there?
Okay.
It's Eve. Oh. Eve bowed Sormi's direction, then hurried off after Adam. Oh, the man was blinded by the world, surrounded by his mission, his duties, and his goals. My existence no greater importance to him than a pebble in the sand. In his mind, the moment was parted. I ceased to exist. Setsuna. Sorry.
All I had to say was okay, and I went and watched all this French junk.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Why?
Because fate is cruel. Sorry. What is it? Oh my.
What?
No, I don't know what's going on.
Well, back to eating my hair then.
Why are you eating your hair?
Because I can't eat my fingernails.
Sounds like sounds like something I would do.
You have to eat the keratin.
Yes, keratin. One of the greatest body materials one eats. Oh yeah. Nothing much. Your expression turned an awful grim there for a second is all. Grim? Me? Sormi nodded, such to my surprise. It would appear I've been agated, enough to let my feelings show. Chin up, Setsuna. I'm almost just basing off my feminine intuition, but I have a feeling you two will meet and confront each other again someday. You think so? Did I long to confront him? To do battle with him? To fight him to the death? Yep, I mean he's your... Sarmi went on with an expression grave and seriousness. Fated rival, I could tell. Fate? I recall that I felt his presence, a sensation transcending dread, awe, or sheer animosity. A fated rival to me, Adam, was certainly a man deserving such a title. Sarmi's words had inadvertently made me realize that. God damn it. I have so much words. I continued to standing in the direction.
Yes, you.
In the direction of two had strolling off in, long after they had faded from the sight. Unpleasant, irritating, sickening. I could not contain my aversion. When in front of me the man, no matter how hard I tried. Who could have known I still harbored emotions of that kind? Are you alright? She looked at me hesitantly. I returned the gaze, trying to act as if nothing had happened. Yeah, I'm alright. Do not mind me. Hey, I say that a lot. Don't lie. You don't look alright one bit. It was Adam, wasn't it?
Lie.
All I heard was dead
Don't
eye.
lie. Lying's bad. You shouldn't lie.
What? All I heard, you're sad. You shouldn't cry. I was like, what?
Nothing.
It is
It hurts
nothing.
nothing. It hurts nothing at all.
Nothing at all. I feel like I'm going on a like nothing at all. Take
you
your
have to-
medicine.
You have to do the scoop at the end with like the O with the 2 dots. That's what that sound is. It's an A with 2 dots.
I don't know what you're
It's
talking
like like you know that flappy thing in the back of your throat, uvula.
about. Yes.
Most German vowels, you like throw it back there somewhere.
I see.
So yeah, it's your hurt's nothing at all. So like you're like it's like ooh sounding, and it's obnoxious. But you do it really quickly and no one notices, and it takes forever to learn how to do it. And then you, unless you like really make it obvious, no one notices that you're saying a vowel differently.
I see. Also,
But I do it because I know the language.
yes.
No one else would do it.
Unless
learn
you're
how to
there.
speak an English, German accent, they're not going to tell you how to pronounce the things with 2 dots over it because it's too difficult. But me, I go above and beyond.
Of course. Only they're perfect for you. Perfection is the only one true key. Okay, I don't. Oh, okay. Because I was like, they wrote something. I'm like, I don't understand. Because they put shout out. Oh, shut me out on January 11th. Since Taylor published her song Endgame, I was totally shocked. That was my birthday. I never knew she would publish it. You really need to look at the comments. I could show you.
I don't have that.
I will show you the comments. Do you see that? Can you see the comments? What do you see?
Okay.
It's like no cares. Alright, back to the thingamabob. Or would you rather just do that? Is this fine? I don't think you can read that. Can you?
I can read that.
Alright, cool. So now you have the comments and whatever this is.
You changed your background to just purple.
Are you saying purple is not a good color?
I like Joel's background.
Yes, I was trying to make my computer less dependent on things, so it's like the computer, like the YouTube video said, oh, if you have a background image, change it, make it a single color, so like your computer runs better. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do that.
I have a background image.
Yeah, and then I'm still running at terrible frames per second. Is it personalized? Picture. There you go. It's back. You guys gonna... What? Says you guys gonna eat, right? Because I heard something just remove or put in like a glass. I have no idea what's going on. Probably...
We don't eat, we don't sleep, we just Tokyo Babel.
Yeah, it's probably the background noise that my parents are doing in the background.
You wanna hear some rain sounds?
No, no, don't do it. She was very perspective. I tried to look away from her. She circled around me in response to catch my eyes. I gave up and trying to escape. I am not certain why, but it seems I cannot stand him. I see. Well, there are people like that. Really? Was there such a person for me? Of all people, I found it hard to believe. Either way, there are comrades. Let's take it easy, alright? A front doesn't suit you, you know. Stormy tried to lighten the mood. In response, I shook my head and denied her odd observation. I was not knitting my brows. I was simply thinking that he might be somewhat difficult to get along with. Okay. That's good to know.
It's 9:10. Woo.
Your turn? I mean, your time? Yes. Yeah, whatever you say. Sorry, the way you phrase that sounds like you're dismissing my statement. Let me make it perfectly clear so we could both understand the situation. I was neither angry nor irritated in any shape or form, okay? Yeah, you were neither angry nor irritated. Sorry suddenly cocked her head. What? Wait, you sound awfully different there for a second, didn't you? Oh, no, it's fine. You must have misheard. Sormy. Oh, was I supposed to do that voice? Because remember, he was like, "Oh, you're like a nerd." I was like, "Oh no, I'm a nerd." Sormy gave me a long, scrutinizing stare. No way! I swear I heard it right. I did it. I swear I did not. Come on, what's this big deal? It did actually occur to me before, you know? How the way you talk doesn't suit you sometimes. It felt like someone struck my head with a hammer. It felt like someone struck my head with a hammer. Really? Yeah, you don't need to be so formal all the time. Not that I'm saying you should sound like a jock. The way you spoke just fits you perfectly, I think. Oh. I didn't always talk like this. So what made you change? Flashback.
Oh, what made you change?
A man of your stature ought not to wear casual. You must choose your words carefully. Personally, I like the way you're more casual. The sorts makes you more sound adorable, like a little puppy dog, you know. Oh, I think that's supposed to be Lilith. Then again, we don't really have a choice in the matter. There were circumstances. Who'd care about something like that much? A few select people did, apparently. I remember she talks like a lost cat in the forest. What?
Lilith?
Is it? Does she?
I don't know.
I
Lilith?
don't know who she's talking about. It might not have to do anything what we were talking about. Sormy let out an incredulous snort and proceeded to walk towards her head. Still cocked on her shoulders, suddenly it appeared that she came to a revelation. What would you do if I asked you... Oh, I thought that said something else for a second. I thought it said spank. Speak in a more relaxed manner from now on. I do not believe that is something a third party to decide.
That's like if you were like, Angela, drop your accent 100% of the time.
Just like speak the way you should speak.
Okay. Like the way I do around people.
I told you to do that, but you don't want to.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Then what if I promise you something you ask it for in return? Anything? Well, I mean... Her cheeks fluttered in hue of vermilion. She proceeded to awkwardly play with her fingers for a few seconds and finally mustered the courage, looked back at me. As long as it's nothing strange. Yes, nothing strange. Well, I could have never thought of asking her something of that nature. It's not much of an issue to change the way I talk. There was no longer reason to be hung up on my old promise. I wonder what I should wish for this flustering girl, though. Anything. Is there anything you'd like to eat in particular? It would make it for you, as long as it's something within the experience of an average girl, that is. I considered any options, but realized that none of them were really anything I could even ask for her. And just be yourself, that's all I ask. My words seemed to make Sormy hop in the air from surprise. Doesn't feel right to just make me do something without returning the favor, you know. Then, let's keep it for later. I'll ask something for you someday. Well, I guess that works. Let's try to make up something before I forget this, right? I certainly hope you'll remember this come tomorrow. My friends call me Katsumi. I'm not from Japan. Okay. Something wrong? No. It's just that I thought that we're having a very school-like, but not very at the same time, weird conversation. Well, unlike you, I've never attended school. I just know it from records, and I'm trying to imitate.
Don't you love how in the last 20 minutes I've said okay?
That's all you said. Do you want Sormy?
Nah, I will enjoy this very much.
Okay then. Intimidate. School-like behavior in the best of my abilities as long as I'm here. I see. You have your circumstances. She silently murmured to herself. I nodded, returning her whisper with a whisper. Yeah, I have my circumstances. I breathed for silence. She didn't pry any further, nor did I want her to. Pain, suffering. I forgot all about her for a moment in my mind, wandered back to the past. The time for my newborn hope was overridden by despair. When the curse was formed of blessing painted a future black, I had nothing left at that time. I had a single thing when the lift picked me up.
I'll get that, man. That hope you feel just crushed. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now though, it seemed I had actually found someone I could protect, and someone I could topple. What? I should topple. A simple, feeble reason to live, but at least it was easy to understand. But they say I'm good at talking Japanese even though I don't know what I'm saying. Hehehehe. That's awesome. Japanese is cool because I have no idea what I'm talking about.
My friends don't hear me speak other languages, even though I can speak 3 languages. They have not heard it because I get embarrassed.
That is defined.
Hello, everyone. I love you, and a couple words here and there in German and French, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it in French, cause like, of previous experience. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I believe in a stream I did say when I was playing first, I was like, grüezi mutna, but other than that.
Yes. Oh, so beautiful. Meanwhile, people in the background. Sarami's eyes were fixed on something outside the window. I followed her gaze, and as it was beautiful indeed, the sunset glow, the warm orange light, touched my heart as if no other natural phenomenon could. Nostalgia. Or maybe something a little different. Something like in a name, but brimming in forlornness. Strange, I could never much home feel why can I not say the word nostalgic about? There was no reason the simple sunset should fill me with melancholy. I did not know why, but the empty what is wrong with me? Athletics field just seemed so sad. A tug at my sleeve suddenly rose me in idle thoughts.
Certainly it's not my voice, because I have said nothing this whole time.
My.
Also, are we sure that you are Daniel's... I can't read that, but...
Are you sure she's not...
sound like someone else.
The way she's... the manner of speaking? Usually it's towards you. Oh my.
Hopefully it's with him.
I know.
Yeah.
Are you saying a girl can't fall in love with a girl?
Oh, so yes, it is with him, so I'm good. We or no?
What?
Yes or no?
Yes or no what?
Yes or no? It's him, so I'm good.
I don't know how to feel. Like, I just feel like saying thanks.
Like, is she saying that she's falling in love with you or me? Because me, we have to have a talk. But you, that's your business.
I'm sorry. What is the question?
I just said the question!
let's go outside for a bit. Now ask your question.
Do you like his voice or my voice? Because my voice triggers me. But
My voice triggers me.
I don't like people telling me that they like my voice.
From this anime or reality? Oh man, that's a weird. That is a certain question.
Huh.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
They have never once said, okay,
Okay.
yes, we good.
I hesitated for a moment, but realizing that I myself was curious about how the sunset would look without the glass window of the way, ended up agreeing to her proposal. Wait, what happened? What's going on? I forgot everything that was going on in this game. 2 lone goals posts. Oh my, an extra scene. Jutted out from the brown soil of the football field, now glowing a faint red. It was striking beautiful, but at the same time, I felt as if this sight could somehow crush me from the inside. You like sunsets? If I could choose between like and dislike, I would say dislike. Oh my. Sunset, the end of the light, it paved the way to decay, to the end of everything and the start of the night. So, I couldn't say I liked it. Sorry, all things have to start and end. If a sunrise, then isn't it natural to expect it to fall eventually as well? You wouldn't like an eternal morning? I like the morning, and I love the evening, and I love the night. I don't think it's right to prefer one above the others. I could see where she was coming from, but can you truly say you comprehend the true horror of the night? I don't know if I can answer that. She was probably brought up in a peaceful world. Well, I'm sure must have had a fair square of global problems, but the concept of expecting her for the future of tomorrow seemed to be a common sense of matter, there at least. My world was not like that. My world was eternal night, a world where morning would never come, no matter the amount of time you spent waiting.
What?
She said, I think she was me. She got the attitude while you know. Hehehe. It was a world.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Just okay. It was a world where everyone longed for the light. Flashback. Oh. So that's why the sunset looked so loathsome to me. I cannot forgive. It was never showing up in my world. So this emotion, was it envy? Was it one of the deadly
The
sins?
screen went out. Oh, there we go.
Yes, it goes flashy flash. Being so friendly. Oh? Something wrong? I could hear Sorami's voice reach me from somewhere above. I turned back to see her balancing her weights in an exercise bar. I was just thinking. Philosophical kind of thinking? More like philodemic kind. Something like the clouds looking like a delicious taiyaki. It was totally thinking that. Something like that, I guess. In the sense that we were both thinking about something unattainable. Oh my. Ugh.
Oh, look, you found yourself a Melanie.
Am I the Melanie in this situation, or is she the Melanie in this situation? I
don't know, that's stuff Melanie used to tell me.
I see. I see. I'll make you a taiyaki then. I feel like it's whatever. You can actually make it. As long as I get a mold. I don't think we have one. I didn't think Lilith would have something like that in her room. I'm sorry. Don't worry.
Oh, don't worry. I have a plan.
Are we using the life water again? Yep.
The life water.
A taiyaki mold. The bigger the better, please.
Is it insane? As Sormi was happily exclaimed, water of life wobbled and turned to iron. Right, I had totally forgotten if we could do that. But then, wouldn't it be quicker to... Sormi, don't you think it would have been quicker just ask for the taiyaki instead?
That'd be boring. You have to know how to enjoy the process too, chap.
Saying that, she poked my nose with her ring finger.
If you use magic to get your taiyaki, all it's gonna be good for is eating. Well, I guess that's the important part, but that's not all there is to cooking. It's a lot more fun to get the ingredients and enjoy making the thing yourself. Or at least it is for me.
I see your point. Enjoying the process. That could indeed be fun in a way, especially when the cooking was concerned. You just relax.
You just relax. Wait until I finish. You seem hurt and all.
No, I would like to help you out too, if possible.
What about your arm?
Oh no. Doesn't hurt anymore. I'm sure I'll be able to take the bandages off in an hour or two.
I see. Okay then. It's cooked together.
Sarmi claps my right arm, snickled to herself. What is it?
It's nothing.
Her voice was sweet like cotton candy. It's funny because I'm talking about myself. And so dinner finally came.
Oh my god!
You're finally here. You want this?
Munch, 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 munch. Delicious.
Alright. You want
Yes.
this?
Print screen. Print screen. You know what? I'm gonna get on my phone. Give me a second.
Yep. That is the fines. That's weird. I swore I had a message for a second. Very strange indeed. They are cute like. Indeed they are. Are you back?
Yes.
You're the girl in the black hair? Okay. Did you take the picture?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Back to the thingamabob.
I said that.
Oh, you said munch, munch, munch?
Yes, the munch, munch, munch. I didn't think that there would ever come a day that I'd be eating taiyaki with my fork and knife. Munch, munch.
Munch, munch. I like that.
Sorry. I made it a little too big, but it felt like it's something a little more cooking like than bean jam.
Tastes kind of like oi and manaki. Can you pass me the mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise.
Well, both are made from flour, so yeah. Pass me that sauce instead.
Is it not good?
No, it's plenty tasty. It just looks a bit unique. Our mold took the shape of a sea brim. It was so realistic I was afraid our taiyaki would start swimming. The water of life didn't seem very flexible after all. Or maybe it was our way of asking for things that didn't quite click with it. We saw the life-size sea brim mold. We gave up on our taiyaki plan and decided to prepare a sea brim shaped okonomiyaki. No miyaki kind of thing instead. We stuffed it with cheese, bacon, and cabbages. I want that. Deciding against using sugar, we mixed grated yam with the flour for better texture. Well, basically, it was sea brim okonomiyaki at this point. And so, after all the finishing our shares, Lilith slipped her after dinner tea, declaring the following.
The time frame for our pilgrimage has been decided.
When will it start?
The day after tomorrow. Seems Adam will start theirs after they see how well ours goes. We're gonna be testing the waters, basically. And Adam and Eve are gonna stay in this story.
Well, welcome back, Watomeka.
Oh, Satsuna, why do you have to say that?
I
Why
see.
do you have to say that, Satsuna?
I had no complications. Actually, I was rather relieved I didn't have to go together with Adam and Eve.
Yes, very relieved.
Because you don't have to voice.
I don't have to voice Eve. A couple of angels went ahead of us to get around. It seems Sorami's intuition was spot on. They ran into Urshabahage.
So, it was him after all?
And what of the angel?
I doubt they survived. We didn't get any communications from them since their initial report.
Let it declare the death of our fellow angels almost indifferently. Raza was sipping on her afternoon tea, coldly outed.
I suppose it was a bit too much for the powers to handle. After all, we should probably assume Masters equal seraphs in there.
Cephas? Seraphis? The celestial hierarchy.
I bet this is Rosal, but ignore me.
Razzle is the highest of beings. It
No,
constantly.
that's narration.
Okay. Is it?
But you can do it.
It consists roughly of 3 groups, triads, each in which were formed.
This is more the other voice, but yes.
That's Lilith.
Yes, let's just go with that. Which were formed
That's
of
Lilith.
3 others.
Upper triad, which was the home of Seraphim, Chirium, and the thrones. Middle
Do the voice so I could, like, have it in my mind.
Not with that sentence.
middle triad, mid dominions, virtues and powers. Lower triad, principalities, archangels and angels. There were a few angels that had not been part of the hierarchy, but most of the ranks assigned to them were according to creed. Their rank wasn't directly related to their sheer strength, but there's still difference of night and day between the powers of Sephirim were capable of. In other words, those who grew to have been called masters were just that powerful. They were monsters who devoured their own guardian angels or demons in their exact moments of insanity.
Oh my.
And Oshiba Hagane was very likely one of them. So, Setsuna is also that strong then?
Sarmi regarded me significantly, expectantly.
I'm not sure. Setsuna is a little bit special. It's hard to judge his abilities. Gouged.
I
It
can.
looks like gouged to me.
Oh my. I continued sipping my tea in silence.
along the lines of, I'm the strongest there is. No, she would not fear Morty's.
Maybe.
She didn't seem very certain about the idea, but if it made her feel safer, I would probably try it. Sormy, I'm strong.
I know that much.
It didn't seem
I
like
kind of liked seeing all the comments. That was fun.
I will send you the thing in Bobs. Alright, it's this one. It is fine. It didn't seem like my words were much of an effect. I didn't add to her worries, nor did it seem like I listened to them. But that made sense. Who would ever secure her just because my partner declared they were strong of them with no proof? Yet, at the same time, I couldn't have scared and uncertain during our pilgrimage. It would be problematic. Just thinking about it, this kind of rubbed me the wrong way, too. I'll protect you.
What did you just... Isn't that just common sense to it?
Razzle doesn't get it.
Well, I guess it is. But I didn't expect him to put it like that, you know?
The gallery seemed oddly exciting, but I decided to ignore them for now. Looking Sormy straight in the eyes, I repeated myself once more. I will protect you. I will lay my life down for you, if the situation calls for it so.
I understand. I'm not much good at anything, but please be kind. Be kind to me until death do us part.
Nothing.
What is going on? she was like,
They're getting married.
yeah, I know, because it's like, I'll protect you. I was like, oh, I see. It's like, I guess we're married now. Absent-mindedly, as if her soul had vacated her body, Sormy bowed her head to me. When she had finally raised her face, her cheeks were flushed and almost blinding vermilion. Then she proceeded to mumble something still seeming not in this world. What's wrong?
No, it just caught me off guard. I didn't expect you to be so frank,
With the agility of a surface, Lilith promptly coiled around her arm around Sormy's shoulder.
It's alright, Lucy. I don't think Setsuna was going for a deeper meaning there. It just meant it all literally.
Yeah, I got that. I got that, but my heart just kind of...
Do you not know how to say it? Yes.
Throbbed?
I've never seen that word before. Let's go with throbbed.
It is throbbed. Lilith and Sormy nodded at each other. I had no idea what they were going on about whatsoever. Did I say something wrong?
No, it's not wrong. Not wrong at all. I'm very happy with your proposal. Rather, I'd say, sure, you cheeky bastard. Level of okay with it, you know?
I'm not bothering you?
Not at all.
I see. Good then. Phew, that was one weight off my heart. Sormy considered me at that moment and then made me sulking expression for some reason.
What the hell? This isn't fair, don't you think?
Fool. There is no fairness between men and women. It's the will of night assaults, robberies, and coercion.
Coercion?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Look who's talking, Miss Cherry. Mr. Sure. Leave me alone. Sorry. Now is the time for your realization. Our foe is the impenetrable forces of Narvenance. May your words take the form of bullets and drill your conviction into his flesh. Hello.
Oh, hey, Ellie. You're back.
I suggest more collected approach.
Stare.
Yeah.
You want that?
I'm good.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Setsuna?
Yeah.
What's going
on?
Excited yet?
Uh-huh.
Lilith, I felt.
Oh my god, this reminds me of M.
Dimwit. Do you seriously think that'd work?
That reminds me of when you said, cough, cough, image, and then, cough, cough. Do you know what comes next? And then, cough, cough, damn it.
Oh, yeah, that,
That's what it reminds me of.
You know what? Not watching this. I like you. Damn it! Stop watching these, please.
No one's watching right now.
No one's watching these? What happened to your lover?
Why would you say that?
That was making me laugh so much.
Then what am I supposed to do?
You need to come up with something more embarrassing. Anyway, go. Time's waiting. Awaiting.
It's like, I'm watching.
Oh, yes.
Embarrassing. Setsuna, would you like to...
Would I like to...
doing aggressive cuddling?
Seems like something you would do. Am I right?
Come on.
You would do aggressive cuddling.
Actually,
Cough, cough.
you know me. I'd do anything. Oh, shit. That was a bit too much. I'm seriously put off now.
Oh, Lilith.
I can't believe I said that. What the hell is aggressive cuddling anyways? There's a limit to what I don't want to live anymore. Does anyone have a rope?
Well, tender sincere, what were your response to this most embarrassing of confessions?
What? Give me stress cause your friend. I don't know his friends. Want to hear me? What? Sorry, I was confused.
Melody?
I don't know. Do you want that image?
I'm good.
Okay. I'm now being typo. Okay. You two seem oddly excited. I analyzed Sormi's words to the best of my ability and proceeded to state my opinion. I don't think you should say something like that to someone you're not in a relationship with.
God damn it. Common sense also.
Was there something wrong with my opinion? The two, for some reason, suddenly looked down, left the room, lending each other their shoulders. Did I say something wrong?
It was everything those two did that was wrong. So don't worry about it.
Is that so?
Yeah, let's aside. I get the feeling you sound awfully casual today. What's up with that?
Yes, Setsuna told me this speech powder suited me much better how I used to talk.
Yeah, it feels like you are more used to talking this way, too, actually.
Not finding the words to respond, I continuously sipped on my tepid tea, and Razel, unlike Lyneth, wasn't the type who'd go out of her way to strike conversation just because of momentary silence. She'd start reading a book or fiddle with her tablet as such a situation. She was here, but not here at the same time, as she had turned invisible. ... And so, as not to bother her, I proceeded to silently meditate upon the upcoming battle with Oshiba Hagane, and tomorrow's practice with Kamel. It's on Steam. It's called Tokyo Babel.
And it's $30-something.
Yeah.
I checked.
It's like $40.
It was on sale.
It was on sale. But I didn't concentrate, my thoughts would drift to Sormi and what you said earlier. And this is about what's going on in the end. What? Okay. So I concentrate on scrutinizing other matters. However, I didn't take long for a sudden voice to stir me from my thoughts.
Setsuna, can you hear me?
I feel like it's Setsuna! Can you hear me?
I can. What happened?
Nothing much. Wanna come up to the roof for a bit?
Again.
Everyone is in love with Setsuna.
Roof?
Everyone.
Yeah, I know. I feel like you want that face.
I kind of do.
You kind of do?
I did. Alright.
You have her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my print screen worked. See you there, alright?
It came off as a suggestion at first, but the tone in the last part made it sound like, of course, you'd come, wouldn't you? There's no way you wouldn't, because then I'd have to kill you and kind of affair. Having no choice, I stood up.
Where are you going?
Roof.
Have fun.
How do you feel about that?
Where are you going? With my boyfriend. Have fun.
Oh my. Not even giving me a glance, she waved goodbye. She looked quite hilariously flapping her arms like that. Oh my. Here I am. As I entered the roof, Lilith materialized from somewhere behind me and tugged on my arm.
Great, let's go.
What?
So you,
Sophie's here!
so you came to check these out too, Setsuna? Let's look at them.
Sarumi pointed at the sky, to the mantle of stars stretching above us. I get the feeling of the location of the stars has changed since the last time I saw this.
I moved around it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. She waved her hands a few times and the sky suddenly became beautiful.
Excited, Sormi proceeded to fly her arms around.
Because she's the witch of the night.
Yes.
Do that. I got all the main guys of the major constellations.
Oh, I can definitely see that now. There was Orion, and there was Scorpio. Oh, and Sagittarius as well. And Leo, and Vertigo. Wait a second. How come all these constellations are here at the same time? Even all 12 of the zodiacs. You there? It
Yeah.
was chaos. Crazy.
We don't have seasons yet, so what was I supposed to do? They look nice, and that's all that matters.
Yep, exactly. It's perfect.
Well, if you say so. I got
I feel
into...
bad for Basil now, because they're all up here. It's just like, have fun.
I was like, have fun with you. peoples.
I couldn't deny that it looked beautiful. Constellations from spring, from autumn, such as from summer and winter, were all there at the same time for our viewing pleasure. It was a bit chaotic and crazy, all things considered, but I suppose it wasn't right to worry about small things when considering something on the scale of stars.
Oh, I came up with something good. Let's make a new constellation while we're at it. Oh gosh, no.
Oh, that's a good idea.
No, it's not a good idea.
Try connecting Sirius and Aldebaran like this, and then take Altair, then form a halt, and
Then follow Sorami's index as the traced along the sky connecting the stars. Wait, this was micro.
micro.
Cease at once. Oh gosh. Do you know what they're gonna say?
What?
Inappropriate. For she was about to venture very dangerous territory there.
But I've heard that the company is pretty forgiving to its fans.
How can it
You probably don't know what it is.
be making inappropriate things?
Yes, she's making inappropriate things in the sky.
Well, as long as no memory is involved, it gets bad when that comes into play.
It was a tough world for everyone there. Not that I was part of it or anything. But nonetheless, being able to move stars as you saw fit. Are those stars fake?
Yet, we just scattered a bunch of lights. Hadn't made. Though we did try to preserve the size of it.
Hey, would it be possible for me to get one too? Don't mind it too much. I'm just asking.
Sormi hesitantly unveiled to her wish, which Lilith gave her heartfelt, or rather an easygoing nod.
Yeah, whatever. Which one do you want?
That one?
After glancing in the direction Sormi pointed at, Lilith snapped her fingers and the star fell in the sky right to her hands, just like that.
There you go.
Where is it? Oh. The star that Lilith handed to Sormi was hardly the size of a softball. The glow grew fainter and fainter, and in a few seconds it turned into a simple black ball.
It doesn't shine by itself?
There's a trick to it. Hold this in your hands and try chanting. Oh look, it's German. No list.
More light. The last words of Johann Wolfgang von Goethe.
Lith.
The dark ball suddenly started glowing again.
If you don't do anything, it will stop glowing in about 10 minutes. You should also know that if you throw it at people, it will hurt quite a bit.
I won't throw it around. Thank you, Lith. It's gonna be my treasure.
The name of that star is Canopus. So, Sonia, tell her about it.
Canopus. The name comes from a pilot of...
I'm fine.
I messed up, didn't I?
No, I actually checked there.
Okay. Menelatus, ship of the Greeks, sailed on the Trojan War, and its second brightest star after Ceres, the almost impossible to glimpse from Japan, where it's called Mera.
Menelaus.
What? Oh, okay. It's called the Star of Southern Elders in China, where it is thought to grant one longer life if preyed upon.
Is that true?
What is? Suddenly thrusting Canopus towards me, she regarded me with serious eyes.
That's the star could grant you a longer life?
I don't know how much truth there is to it, but such legend did indeed exist.
I see.
Zarmi regarded the star with a serious expression. I couldn't bring myself to remind her that the star was fake to begin with.
Setsuna, you could have it.
She started handing Canopus to me. Why?
You're gonna be in more danger than me. If you have this, your life will be extended, right?
Oh. So that's what it was. I decided to take her gift. I didn't want to let her kindness go to waste.
May Canopus serve you well.
Clasping her hands, Sormi apparently proceeded to pray. Anyways, didn't you call me here for a reason?
Yeah, right. I have bad news and worse news for the two of you. For you two.
Question mark?
Question mark.
As both of our cocked our heads, Lilith considered us with a ruthless smile on her face.
Do you two find your raison d'être yet?
I haven't yet.
Neither did I.
I see.
Welcome. Lilith gave us a shy smile.
You should know that neither Razzle nor I are planning to help you on your second stratum.
What do you mean?
So you'll have to fight and overcome a Shibahagane by yourself.
Well, yeah. I suppose I shouldn't expect help no matter what happens
They're
then.
not coming. I like them.
I know, right? Now I have to read everything.
I'll take Stormy back.
Alright.
Not right now, but later.
Yes.
Yes, you shouldn't. I cannot babysit you all the time, or you'll never find your raison d'être. You should be able to take care of scrubs like Oshibahagane in a heartbeat.
Wow, she just called him a scrub.
Yo, scrub.
I understand.
Incidentally, if you end up dying, we won't say sorry either.
I could feel a shudder rise up my spine as she said that with a cold-blooded smile still on her face. Without a second hesitation, she declared that she would watch Sorami die. Wait, I would appreciate if you made an exception for her at least, please.
Oh, why would we do that?
I mean, Sorami is involved in the actual fighting.
She is. Her eyes are those of Gethel's. They can see through the truth of everything. And there's no way they won't help you in your battle. And so there's no way to argue. She's not a part of it.
Welcome back. But her physical abilities are only that of a normal human being.
It's not a question of being weak or strong. You either do it or you don't. And Sorami chose to participate in your battle herself, so you shouldn't be surprised if she ends up dead. That's just the natural order of the world.
A good feel bright, rising up my throat. Bile. Because of me. Well, someone died because of me again. It wasn't a no-name someone this time around. It was Gutsu Sorami, a girl whom I knew grew to treasure. The anxiety squeezed my heart till it felt like one trickle of blood flowed through. I couldn't stand the stringy sound of my own heartbeat. Memories of the past rushed through my mind, filling my head with spinning pain. Right. All I have to do is tell Sorami not to go to the pilgrimage with me. Sorami!
What? But I don't mind.
That.
Huh? Lilith and I grasped at Sorami.
Oh, surprised? It's the first time I've seen you make that face like that.
Why? I mean, you know what death is, correct? You might die.
But that's only if you lose, right? That's not an issue as long as you keep winning.
Well, that's right, I suppose. Nonetheless, it was still a very dangerous situation. I did appear myself in battle to the best of my abilities, but I could not guarantee victory. You might die, you know.
So humans die, didn't you know?
Well, that's true, but circumstances are different in your case. Your life depends not on yourself, but on the performance of battle, something that's completely unrelated to you. To win and kill, or to lose and die. That at least made sense on some level. But having someone completely unrelated die in the results of my defeat was ridiculous.
I'm not unrelated. You saved my life, remember?
I don't want you to die precisely because I saved you. Don't throw your life away.
Why does this feel familiar?
I wonder.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I guess that's correct. Life is a treasure. You should make life of it. I completely agree.
Then,
And that's why
That then.
I like to entrust it to you. I respect and trust you. The Coke price was 20.
Wow.
Exactly. Just like, what? I respected and trusted you, my savior, from the bottom of my heart, before I was 8. What? How did it go from 8 to 20?
Wow.
That is a price increase if I ever saw one. ... My eyes might help you in battle, right?
they probably will. I wish I could have told her they wouldn't. I wish so, but I couldn't lie. If she wasn't necessary, Lilith and Reza wouldn't bring her in battlefields in the first place.
Then it's decided, Tetsuna. Let's do it together. I'll do my best not to get in our way, alright?
So the life of a single girl landed on my shoulders. I thought I'd be crushing my weight, but surprisingly her words made the burden feel lighter. Let's do this together, a simple phrase. But it was enough to lift the weight off my heart. Alright, I shall exercise my wish from yesterday. This will be the one rule you can never break.
Yep, go ahead. I'm listening to whatever you say. Oh, I thought you were going to say, do not die. I thought that was the request.
But no, it's run. If I tell you to run, you listen, and without a second of doubt, run to the safest place you know. This was the only point I wouldn't concede on. I wouldn't let her wander around dangerous areas, even if it was her will.
Okay, then I have a request of my own too.
With that, Sormi clasped both of my hands in hers. I could feel her tiny and smooth fingers, girl's fingers, absorbing my warmth.
Tendo Setsuna.
Yes. Not letting go of my hand, Sormi leaned against my chest.
Don't die. Survive. I don't care if you win or lose, but I wouldn't take it if you died.
What? Eh? ...
Promise me you won't die.
As long as I looked up at her, I realized that her tears in her eyes, her own words, had probably called various images into her mind. Images of me dying. That's what made losing the relationship we built in the past few days. Without family or friends, no memories to take refuge in, I was probably about the only person she could rely on. I let out a sigh. I thought of coming up with many words as possible to calm her down. Alright, I promise. I won't die, and I will never leave you behind. As long as you wish me to, I'll be by your side. I shall be invincible as long as it's you I'm protecting. Words, and more words. Those were just words. I had nothing to back them up. I might just crush like a bug on the first step I take on the second stratum the day after tomorrow. Yet nonetheless, there was meaning behind my words, and there was meaning behind declaration myself invisible. Well, I'm gonna stick this story. It's like you talking to. Oh my.
I got it. Yeah, I understand. Your feelings make me really, really happy, you know.
And without a moment of hesitation, she wrapped her arms around my back.
Dot, 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 dot.
Lilith,
What is it?
perhaps now would be a good time to intervene.
I work.
Sarmi proceeded to rub her head against my chest, meowing like a cat.
Meow.
Thank you.
Meow. It's getting a bit too hot for me.
Lilith seemed completely flabbergasted at this point. I let out a sigh, and taking Sormi by the shoulders, pushing her away.
Aw.
Dot dot dot. My face was burning. I promptly ordered
Oh
to
my.
my.
Stop. Hallucinating. You do that all the time, but stop. Not now.
Oh my. There's a phone ringing. Is it you? Because I don't hear anything. I ordered my nano machines to keep the red color from appearing on my skin.
Nanomachines.
Nano machines, son. Faking nonchalance, I gazed up in the fake starlight sky, but unlike I could fool Sormi that easily. I could no longer afford to lose. I couldn't expect liberation from death anymore. Anxiety clutched in my heart once again. Yet nonetheless I was grateful to her words. I thanked the girl who decided to entrust her life to me without a moment's hesitation. Now I could hold my head high and declare that I didn't want to die. No matter how many sins still weighed on my heart, I could no longer seek escape in death. Yeah, I have background noise because there's people here.
Okay.
Oh my. Filling his eyes with more information than the future-seeing powers could handle, I landed another hit on his shoulder. Yeah. Camel took a step back and locked his arms on his chest, gave me a sign to stop. That's it for now. I landed my 100th hit on him just now. Camel let out a relief breath and rubbed his chin. Seems like it worked out in the end. Yes, I'm in my house. I pray this practice will actually help you in the upcoming battle. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I think it will. Even if Oshiba Hanage's powers end up being future related, his practice over the past few days taught me more things regarding battle than I could count. Camel gave me a pat on the shoulder with a smile. Well, good luck. You should be sure not to die. Also, don't forget to take revenge on my subordinates. Oh yeah, take care of the chorus, alright? I'd also recommend taking a bunch snacks or two with you. Rations? No. No way. That stuff won't fill your stomach. Bring some rice balls with you. And don't forget at least one handkerchief and some tissues.
Are you his mother, perhaps, or something? I brought you an apron just in case of such an occasion.
Scrab, delinquents!
Razzle's in love with him.
Is she?
I like it.
And so the day of our pilgrimage. Oshiba Hanage was waiting for us in Roppongi district, a city of rich and many luxurious mansions, adjusting in its soil countless ventures, corporations lining in the business street, as a pleasure quarter that sucked the monkey out of the waters of visitors like a vampire. And now the town had been turned into nothing but a ghost of its former self. A crazy Oshiba Hanage was waiting for us. Took a deep breath. I hoped it wasn't fear that was making my knees tremble. Excitement, curiosity, tension, various emotions blended into each other in my mind, elaborating my senses to unprecedented levels of acuteness. What is going on here?
Hey, Setsuna, do you want me to pack a banana in your lunchbox? A lot of people don't like how they grow soft because of the heat.
All the tension in a split second. ...
Question mark?
Sarmi cocked her head, puzzlement colored in her eyes. Yeah, I don't like soft bananas too much either.
Roger.
Sarmi returned to preparing our box lunches. I was glad she dispelled the tension, and I couldn't help feeling that something else was dispelled along with it.
Ah, isn't she cute? She's making her food by trying to act as if you were going on a picnic.
Lilith interrupting, not addressing anyone in general. You think so? Razzle joined our circle as well.
I think that might be her natural state, actually. Seriously.
I thought so too. Then again, people hardly ever comprehend their own hearts. And the best we could do is avoid telling ourselves we truly understood others, when in reality we didn't. And at the same time, we should never abandon our efforts to keep trying regardless.
Alrighty, 4 monks' lunches is finished. Alright, all of them contain meatballs, and I added something special to one of them. I suggest you be careful with picking your box.
Special? Be careful.
Razzle's expression was hilarious.
I was like, what?
Spiral.
We regarded the 4 lunch boxes lying on the table. We didn't seem any different in appearance. I was overtaken by a very bad feeling all of a sudden.
Miss Stormy, in what way could those meatballs be special in that one box lunch?
I have weird thoughts, and I don't think you will understand any of it.
It's nothing too bad. I just added some grated wasabi, habanero pepper, and karashi to them. They should cover about 50% of the total weight of its delicacy now. Oh gosh, now. I tasted one of them, and it's so good I thought I'd die. Yay!
Oh, no, that's not why you're gonna die, though. She gave us a peace sign, innocent smile on her face. I was like, oh gosh, we're all gonna die.
That my ass.
Don't worry, there's only a 25% possibility that you get your box anyways. One of us will definitely get the meatball deluxe though.
Do I have to eat it?
I'll cry if you don't. I'll howl like a little child. You wouldn't want to see me crying face, would you? It's not like this world.
How the hell are you making it sound like you're, like, bragging? Oh, whatever. Soon, you choose first.
Roger. I feel like I have to save. Let's save this. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I'm pretty... If I mess up,
Yeah,
and then
it's
that's...
that one. It's that one.
This
It's
is the
that
one we loaded up, right?
Yep. That one.
Alright. That's fine. Return. From the 4 box lunches laying on the table, I choose that... Oh gosh. It's gonna end terribly. Okay, let's go to a different one. Let's go to this one. We'll decide that later. Cough, cough. That's Razzle's voice. I directed my gaze from the library floor on the top towards the ceiling, making a massive bookshelf loomed like a makeshift imitation Tower of Babel. It was here the gravity of the related to magic preventing any book from ever falling to the ground, which also meant that Dandelion occasionally had to collect a few stray volumes drifting in the air in order to return them to their rightful place. A calm stillness permeated in the air, like in a sanctuary, yet oddly quiet, enough to consider unsteadily I enjoy being here. I leapt onward, soaring through the air, having yet memorized the exact location of every book I had once read in this library. The only question in my mind was what to open up next. The genre here, yes, world history. The world of history was hardly a unified one, and as many different histories and many parallel worlds leading to a necessary to entire mountain of history books. History books written by angels and demons and miraculous to the fault, allowing no room for potential alteration of history to fit the needs of influential outside parties. I would say that is a good thing. Said soon as a bitter smile crept out of his lips as he told me that, back in his world, he would have borne witness to the class of multiple histories, altered past, vindicating dominance over the more alternative versions. I myself had to see many examples of such things, people arguments over such teams with one a sports match escalating to all-out war. Cite one example. To us angels, mirrored histories of countless parallel worlds exist. Voluntarily, however, there was...
That's him trying to do a German accent. Feel it.
That is not the case for... I can't do a German. Like, I need you to, like, speak for me, like, copy your voice.
You want me to actually do the voice for you?
Because, you know, this is all Razzle's narration, right?
No.
This is Razzle's narration, by the way.
Okay, well, read the rest of this and I'll read the next one.
And people, in such words...
What? Oh lord.
I cannot...
When history mattered the most, a mindset held of the majority of humans, a mindset powerful enough to foolishly drive them to spill each other's own blood.
I want blood. It's just horrible. I can't do it.
No, I should not have coped it fully. I smiled, conscious of my own situation. I had not been just as much a fool myself, sparing no expense whatsoever in my search for that book. No clues. Ha. I lifted the book off the shelf, swiftly leafed through its contents, put it back, all in the span of 3 seconds. I repeated the action countless times, never caring to stop and reread earlier volumes. The moment I looked up upon a page, the contents became completely embedded in my mind. The dandelion observed my continued efforts with visible amazement. But never in all the countless years did anyone develop books at such staggering speed.
I feel you could do that in real life.
Then, fundamentally speaking, I care little for how others perceive me. And by saying that, you're actually admitting to you exceedingly bothered by the gaze of others.
It's supposed to be pages turning. That's the sound effect, but it just sounds like crumple, scrumple, scrumple, scrumple.
Why did I miss this? I would have loved this. Remembering my unlikely companion's former quip, my fingers halted their rapid browsing.
You mean this section where you weren't here last time?
Yeah, I would really like this.
You were gone.
Getting, stuff. Well, I guess you're still not curious of it yourself, so it's fine. But once you are, things will get rough. I shook the image of my mischievously giving friend out of my mind. I needed to focus on these books, not old memories. You talking to me?
Who? What?
Hmm? My finger reflexively stopped at a certain page. Even if my mind had stored all this dazzling pristine condition, I couldn't help but come to a halt upon encountering such a shocking piece of information. That is a mere history book chronicling the events of one world out of many. It's different from the rest on a certain theme. Shadow Dragon.
Yeah, it's funny.
Setsuna's world.
Because I'm pretty sure my actual name is on the thing, on my Twitter thing.
Yeah.
She's like asking for my name and she has my name.
This is fun. I like this ending. This is a fun ending.
Is this standing you want?
The memory of that day lived on in me vividly. The moment when they decided to rescue a certain human from a certain parallel world. When Lilith went to investigate the history of that world, she broke out in cold sweat in a way very much uncharacteristic of a demon.
It's funny because she called me Alan Walker.
Alan is correct.
Yeah, she got halfway there. I'm pretty sure that one is from D. Greyman, or am I tripping? You want to search that up on your internet? No, I guess I will search up on my internet.
Yeah. Did you read this last time?
What do you mean, no?
All this text that was supposed to be in Swiss German accent. Did you read all that? 'Cause
I-
I'd really like to hear that.
Well, you should check last stream. Did you read this already?
I think we may have just invited a wolf into our heads. Invited. She even went as far as saying something like that. When guided by Liv, I arrived at the parallel world. I beheld complete and utter ruination, which is not a word.
What?
Ruination.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. It was like, why
The
do?
scene of the building before me dwarfed in intensity. Even the heavenly destruction that once rained down upon Solden and Gunmara. The nuclear missiles that have reduced entire cities to charred ashes, leaving nothing but desolate ruins in their wake. One would have difficulty even locating the corpses of their deceased. Hoping to find survivors was a fool's errand at best. Yet Lilith was firm in her conviction, confident that he was indeed alive. A place like this, in a place like this, we took to the skies at full speed. There was hardly any need to hide ourselves, flying to his side. Shinjo Satsuna merely gazed at the unfolding death and destruction before him, his gaze brief with brief emotions.
It's almost my turn.
Almost. And that was how he met, and he and I met, except both Liz and petition and existence of parallel. We didn't even teach him how to fight. Lilith called him expendable. If Adam was to be defined sword forged through the combined efforts of angels, then Tendo Satsuna was no more than a mercenary steel, simple and coarse. And that mercenary steel ended up being honored and sharpened to a point, where it ceased to be anything but a monstrous blade to be feared, far beyond any man's reach. He had previously inquired about Setsuna's past, yet Lilith refused to say a word. She claimed he may end up being prosecuted if the truth came to light. And so I had given up on receiving an answer.
Back at the library.
Shinjo Setsuna. His name spilled forth from my lips without me even realizing it.
Oh my.
I spelt the American way. Oh, someone I haven't voiced
Yeah,
shares. This was one of those other people. wasn't it?
Yes, it was the other people. Someone's watching. I don't know who. It's YouTube. Russell? Did you just whisper the name of a human?
The Zerians were very much receptive to such things. I stared back at them, cocking my head to the side in confusion. I whispered the name.
You certainly did. For the record, the Romance General is just down the corner, about a kilometer to the right. Of course, if you wish to go beyond the platonic section of erotic literature would be...
I'm leaving.
I know, I do the same thing.
Using nearest Dandelions' head as a springboard, I vaulted into the air, ignoring the variety of they shouted my way. I exited the library. Still, myself failed to notice how I'd uttered his name. This is her thing. It's this one. Okay,
Ooh.
good to know. I think she's running us out with the camera's bothering me that. I floated down the hallway, wrestling with waves of odd and familiar emotions. This would be the time for her to show up.
Who would be the time show?
The student of the class turned to look in my direction with visible surprise. Odd. They had done something to invite their gaze.
Oh no.
Go, Camel!
Oh my. Stop flying in the hallway, you klutz. You're scaring the humans. Hide your wings, slow down, and walk.
Flying.
You're flying.
I appeared to have angered Camel. He was positively fuming.
Positively fuming. I suppose it was... Oh wait. Is it mine or...
He's a so-called angel-devouring student. We all sat in the classroom with Sorami right next to me. There was... I think this is you.
Alright.
Sure.
We were introduced in the class, not transfer students instead. Things were set up so we had always been students here. Our noisy, chattering classmates always in the way, both looking at and through us, like they weren't even registering us. One person capable of noticing us was certainly Kuro Mikayo. My nerves are killing me. Sarmi's fingers toyed anxiously with the hem in her skirt. Noticing her distress, I fled to say anything that could possibly ease her tension. I heard about the technique from Lilith, but it apparently helps if you pretend to write the person's name in your palm. They pretend to put it in your mouth. Oh, you're right. I know about that. You put Ohio, I'm Katsumi Chunzi. The method seemed quite popular in other worlds, even though it never existed in mine. What? Chump.
Shoo!
Nor did I ever recall seeing anyone try to swallow their entire fist. It sounds like a tractor being murdered.
Wait. Oh.
That's close enough. Sorry, you're overdoing it.
Oh, yeah, I fisted my mouth. Ooh. It's upsetting.
My hand's all sticky now.
Well, of course it is. As we met her antics with a sigh, I took a note of a soft jiggling from somewhere nearby. I turned around and faced and froze in place. Almost immediately, the exact person we were looking for was sitting right there, smiling at Sorami. Is she hungry? Kuro Mikato. She gazed at us with a smile warm as a spring breeze, emanating an aura of feminine elegance. This is you.
It is?
Or, I don't know, what voice do you want it?
What voice do you want me to do for this?
I don't know.
Just give me something.
Can you do Farah?
Nope.
Can you do Anna?
Nope. You want to know the people I can do from Overwatch?
Yes, tell me. The person says British.
British. Okay. Is something wrong? Oh, sorry. Is it?
Tot. Startled by somehow abruptly she appeared. Sormi's brain had completely locked out. Her mere gaze back at her, mouth agape. Having seemed misunderstood, Sormi's reaction, Kuru's tone took a shade of confusion.
Oh. Did I get the wrong person by any chance?
I promptly poked Sormi's side with my elbow. That seemed to be enough to galvanize her, as she proceeded to shake her head with renewal vigor. What song?
No, not at all. I'm Kugutsu Sarumi, apparently 19 years old, and cancer type B and natural beauty too.
In quotation marks, it's for that. I couldn't quite explain why, but it felt like immediate urge to karate chop her in the head. That is one too many lies, I could say. Did you not regain your composure?
Are you alright? I mean, physically, mentally, and emotionally. I cannot rap.
You cannot laugh? What?
I cannot rap.
Rap?
That's what they're saying. I cannot rap.
I thought you could do
They
Rap
don't
God.
even want me to try. Wait, what is that?
You don't know what Rap God is?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's by Eminem.
No, I can't then.
You know what Eminem is?
No.
Okay. Oh. Well, I'm gonna have to send you a video later.
You know what rapping I've heard? I've heard Hamilton, and I've heard the rapping that comes in See You Again.
Why don't you just rap Hamilton or whatever? See, they said yeah.
To what?
Just do it. That's what they
Just
want.
rap Hamilton? Just rap it? Like, what?
Yes, for no context whatsoever.
Well, I'm not listening to it. I'm gonna find it now.
Hmm.
Satisfied has rapping, right? Satisfied. What am I doing? My lord. What? What?
They said, come on. Just the first intro. What first intro? Oh.
Oh, the intro to Alexander Hamilton, really?
They want you to ring. Oh, now I'm curious.
Alright.
Thank you. You said you were going to do this eventually.
Not this! And when Melanie was here.
Eventually. It's just...
Orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by providence and impoverished squalor. Grew up to be a healer and a scholar. $10 founding father without a father, got a father by working a lot harder, by being a self-starter by 14. It placed him in charge of a trading charter. And every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled to keep his guard up. Inside he was longing for something to be a part of. The brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter. Hurricane came and devastation reigned on. A man saw his future dripping down the train. He penciled to his temple and connected it to his brain. And the words he first refrained, the testament to his pain. The world got around and said, this kid is insane, man. Took a full collection just to signal to the mainland. Get your education, don't forget from which you came. The world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton. And there's a million things I haven't done. But just you wait. Just you wait. Okay, I quit. I don't know what that is. Don't ever have me do that again. Ever again, I swear. Never again. Or at all. I would sing something else, alright? I would just flat out sing a completely normal song that's not that. If you want me to do that, I will do that, but not that. Bad Blood by Taylor Swift. Seriously. Hamilton. Do you want me to sing Bad Blood, or is there an actual thing with Bad Blood? Because I don't know how to sing Bad Blood. I can sing like some really depressing love songs. Actually sing it? Oh, good lord. Is this Melanie? I have this feeling this is Melanie. You know what? Here, I will sing a song. It's not gonna be that. But I'll sing a song. I will sing I Do Adore just for the fun. Let me put this on an open mic.
I realized I muted myself.
Okay, let's sing a song. It's not gonna be that, but it'll be a song if you really want me to sing. Everything you do, it sends me higher than the moon. With every twinkle in your eye, you strike a match that lights my heart on fire. When you're near, I hide my blushing face, trip on my shoelaces. Just isn't my forte, but it brings me to my knees when you say, hello, how are you? What's I today? Fall into a pile on the floor. Puppy love is hard to ignore. Every little thing you do, I do adore. We're as different as can be. I noticed you're remarkably relaxed. I'm overly uptight. Calling out each other nicely. We're sandals in the snow in mid-July. I still feel cold. Opposites in every way, but I can't resist it when you say, hello, how are you? My darling, today fall into a to ignore. Everything you do, I do adore. Everything, ma ba ba ba. Everything, ma ba ba ba. Everything you do, I do adore. And I'm never singing again, alright? Never again.
On stream. They're complimenting you.
It sounds like the Nightcore version because I was off key. That's why.
There's like, oh, like, she was complimenting, oh, like, you sound really good. And it's like, oh, why didn't you join the X Factor? We'll
Next stream is just forcing Angela to sing.
I just call it singing.
I like singing. I like singing a lot.
Just not here.
But I feel like I'm disturbing things.
What do you mean disturbing things?
Because I'm not just gonna go through all 4 songs in my playlist and sing them all.
If it's a dedicated stream, then maybe. Yes? No? Alright.
Yeah, maybe.
Back
We
to
shall see.
back to
Alright.
things.
Back to things.
Yes. Hello, I'm sorry, me perfectly sound in mind and soul. Wait, was that a tiny veiled insult? I would not be surprised.
And you are,
Tendo Tsune. You are Kuru Mikayo, correct?
give me a second. Yes, that's me. Second.
What? All I heard was second. Howdy, and nice to meet ya. I mean, I know you're classmates and all, but I can't help feeling like total strangers, you know.
Is that so? Oh my. Now that I think about it, I don't believe we've ever talked. I'm really sorry.
Oh no, no need to apologize. We've had our reasons as well. If I'm not to be perfectly frank, well, I guess that I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't worry about it. Oh.
Even if that was to be the case, you still sat right next to me. How come we've never once talked?
It must have gone a little overboard with our little convenience we had made our seat arrangements. Don't sweat it, alright? We have plenty of time to get to know each other from now on. So, can we call you Mikaito?
Yes, I would prefer that, I think.
I see. Then, Miyako. Any hobbies?
Horse riding and violin, I'd say.
Cough, cough.
I play not the violin.
Yeah, but you ride horses, though.
I do. I play the harp and the ukulele.
Close enough.
I should have whipped out my ukulele, because I know how to play Adore on the ukulele.
Oh my. Yes, full on Bujasi. Sormi was spurting with energy. She must
That
have.
makes me feel bad. I'll hurt myself now. Okay.
It's fine. She's not insulting you. She must have been the type to talk loudly and passionately in a conversation. Horse riding and violin, does that mean you own a horse of your own?
I don't know. I merely go riding as part of my club activities. Have you not heard of the horse riding club?
Not yet. Would you care if we joined you for an occasion?
Not at all. You're very much welcome.
So, Miyako,
I'm amazed how rapidly we've become friends. Yes, Stormy, what is it?
Oh man, that's hilarious. I was like, I'm amazed how fast we became friends.
I'm still like, oh lord, I sung on stream. Oh lord!
Tell me your
Sung on
reason of
stream!
living.
No. The singing on stream was fine. I freaking rapped Alexander Hamilton bad on stream.
It sounded good to me.
I would have finished it, but nah.
Mm-hmm. So they said, hearing your voice, no one heard you sing, just me. How do you feel about that?
What do you mean?
They, the person that was watching, said, hearing your voice, no one heard you singing, just me. How do you feel about that?
What does that mean?
It means they heard you singing. You should be proud of that.
I wanted someone else to hear me singing.
I know you do.
But I'll never do that.
dot dot dot.
So I'm not doing it again. What is that exactly?
It's okay. It's recorded. Just send her the timestamp. It was
No.
the expected response. Sorry, you may have junked the gun just a tad bit. Oh, it's nothing. Pay no attention to her. In any event. How could I explain this? I pulled off the most appropriate example from the thousands upon thousands of conversation that's stored in my mind. I wish...
I really should have picked a song that was actually in my range. I should have done that, but no, did not. So it was off key. Cheers. Alright.
I wish...
I'm getting over this, right?
Yeah. Question mark? I wish to know everything about you.
You are making me feel like a lord.
It is archived on in different places. You go to twitch.com/blade541 or you go to youtube.com and then search up Group of Pine Cones. You'll find it there.
Alex, shut up!
Oh yeah.
Don't record the rapping. Don't. I just kind of jumped into that too. I was like, well, I'm doing it. At least it didn't say guns and chips.
Guns and chips.
And why would you want to do that?
She's like seriously like,
Just like, get away from me. Weird.
Kuru retreated for a few steps with eyes ready to cry, hugging her own body. I could have sworn I made the correct choice.
Oh my god.
Not like that. I just want to make it my ringtone. You hear that? They want to...
God.
You hear that? They want to make your voice their ringtone. You're singing.
I could sing something better if you're going to do that, but...
Oh man.
So you don't need to listen to a word from this crazy son of a gun, trust me.
Sarmi followed up with a punch to my jaw. Seeing how I was not in combat mode, it hurt quite a bit.
He certainly is a unique young man.
Kuro giggled to herself, having seemingly regained her composure.
Well, anyways, just take it slow from now, alright?
Sormi extended a hand towards Kuru, who returned the gesture with a nervous laugh and a quick bow.
Please forgive me. I'm not accustomed to being touched by other people. Now that's me.
Yeah.
If you participate, Hinder will become your superstar like him. What?
What? If you practice harder, you'll become a superstar like Camila Cabello.
I don't want to be a superstar. I like singing for myself,
Yes.
And I really have only one that actually genuinely wanted to sing once in front of other people. That has not happened, and it's not going to happen. So I imagined it was happening, and then maybe if I get really brave somehow, get the time code for it. But other than that, that's all I could do was just close my eyes and be like, this is your dream that you've had for a long time. But why do I care? Because it's not real. Because nothing's real.
Well. She retreated another step. Stormy mouthed a brief, "Oh, I see," and an understanding tone as she pulled her hand back. And with no mere act of Kurumi's part, she generally refused, thus due to a certain trauma she had no doubt having been wrestled with repulsion and fear possibly. I had a difficult time trying to read her expression.
Class is about to stop.
Down. Kuruma promptly walked back to her desk and sat down, seemingly talking to SQ. The entire class was soon enveloped by silence. Oh gosh, Reinhardt. Damn it, I forgot. We have to take classes now, huh? Confirming the evidence, Sormi threw herself down on her seat, completely dejected. Class, huh? I've never actually taken a class before. Are they truly that boring? I like dancing too. Sormi shot a
I
I know.
will legitimately fall and die.
It's fine.
That's what happens when your legs don't work
I'll
properly.
carry you. Cause like, you know how like when
Except I went to a dance one time and I was like, this would be fun. If only I could do it.
have you ever like, oh right, you can't do it. Well, like there's people that I say myself, like grab like an animal and and then just carry them and then dance. Sort of like that. Or like a baby, or you know what I'm talking about.
Now that I'm listening to music, I'm like, all of these songs would have been so much better than frickin' I Do Adore. Every single one of these would have been better than I Do Adore. And I was like, I'm gonna sing Do Adore. Maybe a different time code.
Yes.
About 4 hours in, have fun.
Sormi shut down.
No Mercy would have been better than I Do Adore.
Oh my. In my school, I got the top rank in second runner-up. Oh my, that's cool. It's quite the skill you have there. Looking confusion my way. So, you've never taken a class? I've only ever had private tutoring. Is that what you call it? I had all the necessary knowledge simply implanted into me. Systematics aside, I had never experienced learning in an environment like this. Well, just sit tight and pay attention. Oh, teacher here. Oh gosh, Reinhardt. Sit tight and pay attention. What? That is, the classroom door slid open, as someone ordered us to stand in firm tone. All the other students around me began to rise in their seats. I followed their example. God damn it. You know how long it...
Like, warm up. We have time.
I could do it. Hey, kiddos. Ready for another fun day of learning? All the way, if any of you wants to file lawsuits or be arrested, don't hesitate to ask me. I'll lawyer up for you at a friendly rate. A robust teacher stepping into the classroom proclaiming all that with the broadest of smiles. Most people would simply ignore this proclamation as a quirky joke. However, I was not most people after all. I knew his true identity as the Demon Lord. What? Yeah, but I got injured when I was going on a field trip and got overtaken by a car heading to our school. Oh no.
Say what?
Stripped of all shred composure, Sormi abruptly let out an ear-piercing yell. All gazes in the room fell upon her in an instant. The teacher himself looked at her in surprise. Hey now, you okay there? Now it's just McCree. Were you arrested? Maybe you want to sue, or you want to be sued?
No, but is that really you, Professor Kumamoto?
Professor Kumamoto nodded in response. That must have been one of his aliases here at Pandora. Still, I knew his real name all too well. Demon Lord, the worthless one, the embodiment of debauchery and vices, ready to corrupt the sake and corruption in the juryest of hell. We called him Bethel. Okay, but I know I'm fine. Just a little wreck on my left shoulder. Oh. Yes, Kurumaro. What's gotten into you? It feels like Hanzo now. You know, it's Hanzo. Kurumoto Sorame. Feeling like a travel student all of a sudden. Belial flashed a hearty smile. I knew all this about who were and what we were after.
Oh, you wouldn't believe it, gosh. It's just I had this horrible nightmare.
How's that relevant here? We're in the middle of morning assembly, you know. Inhale a weary sigh. Behel made his way to the back of the classroom. Anyways, stand up.
Yes, sir.
Kuro and the number of classmates, it was 5 years ago, jiggled amongst themselves while Sormi flustered Randon like a lobster. We need to talk to her after class. Is class over? Can we end this? It's been 3 hours and 32 minutes, 33 minutes. I feel like it's time
We
to...
never end this.
Oh,
It's never ending. Yes, we can end it.
alright. So... Oh, shoot. It's fine, I can start dancing again. Oh, that's good. That's good. 10 minutes have passed and took my whole out. Sormi sit back down, prompting a quick sigh of relief from her. And then we will save here, and then we'll meet you next time. It was this one, right?
Yeah, there's that one.
Alright. Alright. Yeah, it was fun. Hurt because of me, I guess. Oh no. Yes? What? Alright, we're gonna be... I'm like legit confused to the max right now.
Alright.
We will see you next time after... We will continue this later. We have been...
Yeah. And remember, Angela is never, with capitals and underlined and bolds and italics, singing again.
What she said. Good night. Or see you later.
Bye.
Bye, V. And exit. I would like to quit the game and stop.